Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the one and only, the human turret, one of the best ARs to ever do it. Give it up for the world champ himself, Sam LaRue, Octane. We got some of the best analysis in the game, the world champ, Christopher Duarte, Parasite. We got the multi-world champion, the multi-champion, a legend and icon to the Call of Duty space, Patrick Price, a.k.a. Eggs. And then, of course, we got the executive producer of The Flank, Mr. Benjay Nassim. Gentlemen, how we feeling today, man? What a crazy fucking day of matches, man. What a crazy day. I'll go fuck myself. Nobody wants to fuck me.
Normally it's like, yo.
Well, like, I figured, you know, the energy. I thought the energy was there. Maybe somebody can step in.
See, because Tom, I'm nervous right now. Because I'm waiting for the Juan Soto news to drop on the timeline, bro. I've held a lot of L's today.
The Yankees got him, Ben. They got him. They got him.
You're going to be... How do you know they got him, bro?
Because my brother Francesco told me so. He told me it's
so. So what happens when we don't got him in Francesco live?
I'm gonna have to make a phone call. I'm gonna have to see what's going on.
Bro, has Ben ever not brought up sports?
Yes, because I love sports. You know this, bro. You know this.
Okay.
Listen, I had a W stream this morning. A lot of people were in there. We were watching soccer. We were talking the college football playoff. We were talking about both footballs. You can pick whichever one you like. We were talking about it this morning.
Football
talking Formula
clears,
One, you know me.
Clears, man.
Sunday sports. I'm fucking in it. And we had some great COD. I agree, Tom. I'm excited to dive in.
Yeah,
we got a couple of special guests as well.
COD was great today. We do got some special guests that'll be joining us throughout the show. We had some drama today as well with some of these matches and servers and shit. So we'll definitely get some people in here to talk about it. Sam, how you doing, human terror?
I'm good. Tom,
Fuck yourself.
I'm great.
Fuck yourself, Sam.
Tom, I'm fantastic. It was a great day of COD. Some controversy, some drama. Some results that went my way as an LAT fan.
Boys,
today couldn't get better, man. It's a great day.
Absolutely. What about you, Slayer? We missed you yesterday, Pat. How you doing, brother? A lot of people in the comments were missing you, Pat. How are you, bro?
Yeah, people were texting me, tweeting me, Tom, telling me that Detective Nub could not handle what I bring to the show. But it's all good. It's all good.
They love the Nub too, Slay. They loved him. They loved him in the comments.
I was told he was yapping more than Ben yesterday. Is that true?
Nah, he was dropping good analysis.
That was going off.
Nah, he was dropping good analysis. Slay, I want to see some analysis from you today, Slay. I want to see some map breakdowns. I want you to say.
Pat, did you watch the games today?
Yeah, Slay.
I watched 2.5.
Which games did you watch?
Ones?
Let me guess. The last two.
More than Chris. I did watch the last one.
He only watches the top teams, bro. The fuck.
Hey, the OpTic one was unfair though, and we'll get to that. But that one, I got some thoughts, and Ben doesn't agree with me, but I'm excited for that one. Let's get Lamar in here. Actually, let's do it now.
We'll get him in here.
We're gonna get Lamar, and we may get Study in as well for that combo.
So, yeah, Jay's joining us as well. Jay's gonna hop in with us. Absolutely. Shout out to Jay. He's been doing a phenomenal job casting. We're gonna get him in here. Duarte, how you doing, brother?
Doing good. Same shit, different day. Another day, another grind. We got 2 map 5s that I got to watch, and
you only watch map 5s? That's only 2 maps.
No, like we got 2 map 5 series.
No one's watching the game, man.
Fuck, dude. Yo, wait. I didn't watch the games. Who's on what team? I thought like Shotzi on like Carolina or something. Like what? I don't even know anymore.
Okay, Duarte. Listen, me, Sam, and Ben, we've been locked in the last 3 days. Locked the fuck in. You know, so it's been an absolute pleasure. The watch parties have been great. We appreciate all the energy in the watch parties. It's been a lot of fun watching these matches. We've had a lot of gruelers, man. A lot of great games. And today we're going to dive right into it, man. We got a lot to cover today. Game 5s, a lot of crazy clutches, crazy moments. I also see some people saying Shotzi wants to join the show. He's more than welcome to join. When we get to his series, he does have the TeamSpeak info, so all he needs to do is join up. Doesn't even need an invite, man. He's always welcome to any player.
Can we get him at the same time we get the CLOUD9 guys, so we can watch them go at it live?
It's a heavyweight bout.
Yeah, we'll get everybody in here, man. We'll talk about it, man. But I say we get right into it and talk about these matches. Let's swap on over. Let's not waste any more time. Let's start with the first matchup of the day. We had the Los Angeles Guerrillas Genomates going up against the Carolina Royal Ravens. This one ended in a 3-1 victory for the Carolina Royal Ravens. We could take a look here at the scoreboard. Oh, Jesus, Maron. It's basically a red carpet from the Genomates. Only one even is Kismet with a 1.0. And then the other side, you had a 1.39 from Gwyn today. 1.20 from Slasher. He's been unbelievable in hard points. He's been going crazy. Scroll down here. Take a look at the match MVP. We got Gwyn here with 68% of the votes. How does the voting work with MVP, Ben? How does it work?
It's just random fans voting, bro. Don't overthink this.
Oh, it's fan voting.
It's fan voted, bro.
No, I'm not overthinking it. I'm just genuinely, I'm curious how it works. I didn't know it was fan voted. I genuinely didn't know, so I was just wondering.
It is fan voted. I mean, I think Gwynn had a good series, but I maybe would have picked somebody else. I don't know.
Who would you have picked? Austin? Austin was unreal.
Yeah, I think I would have been. They bring Slasher. Slasher's been their best player, I think, through both series. I mean, especially in the hard points. I think Austin's only bad map in the series was the Control, which was the map they lost. But I think in both hard points, he was popping off. So that's who I would have gone.
Sam, we'll start with you. What did you think about the series, Sam?
You guys said it, dude. Austin is he's been great for them in hard points specifically. Their Control still a little worrying. To Ben's narrative that he likes to push about their team. The search was clinical. Tej Masterclass, Crumble Cookie came through. But I'm impressed with Ravens so far, man. I don't know if it's Ravens being good or LAG just kind of underperforming so far. I mean, I kind of want to talk about LAG a little bit more than the Ravens because I was pretty confident in my prediction there. But I mean, we'll get into it with the clips. But LAG so far has really given me nothing, if I'm being honest.
What about you, Benjay? What did you think about the series?
I think my concerns about LAG are still kind of valid after this first weekend. I just don't see where consistent slaying is coming from on this team. And I think especially in Respawn, and we'll break down some clips, I think they made a lot of mistakes, and that's why they got kind of blown out in the 2 hard points in the series.
Slay, were you surprised by the outcome here with Genomates in Carolina?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm throwing in the towel, Tom. LAG suck.
Man.
I saw a stat that said since Priesta won champs, he's 6-30.
He was on Boston.
He was on Boston last year. I don't know about that stat.
I mean, that's tough, but I mean, being on Boston.
It's counting just last season. You're basically just counting last season plus 2 games this season. Come on, man.
I mean, shit.
Cherry pick. That's a perfect example of cherry picking. Fucking yeah, because Boston was bad last year. Are we surprised? We talked about it all year.
Ben's got passion this episode.
No, just because I hate stats like that because it's fucking cherry picked, bro. The context is they played 2 fucking games this year. Do I think LAG is going to be great this year? I don't know, but like
6-30, damn.
Yeah, you watched Boston all year, or maybe you didn't because I don't know if you cared about their matches or not, but they were dog shit all
I
year.
think I could do better than
Bro,
I think I could be better than 6-30. No bullshit.
Dude, Ben is sitting here saying he hates cherry pick stats.
Wait, I was 1-1. I was 1-1,
going
baby.
at it.
1-1. I mean, I hate this, Ben, because I've never seen you on any series, so I don't know what
I'm
your record would be.
I'm not a fucking pro, but yet here I am on the fucking show. Get with it, bitch.
Guys running outside the map.
Hey,
oh my God, Ben is going
You might need to go for a walk, Ben. You might need to go for a walk, man.
I'll be right back.
Go for a walk. 30-second walk, Ben.
Ben, you can't be saying
Jesus,
Ben cannot be saying that he hates cherry pick stats when he's out here calling out Seattle and saying their roster comp is like shit or something. Or not Seattle. God dang it, Vancouver.
Vancouver, man. It's a hard one. That's a hard one, bro.
He's saying they're like their team comp is bad and stuff like that after they went map 5 with Toronto, bro. Dude, Ben needs to make up his mind.
Duarte, you have any thoughts before we hop into some clips, Duarte?
I mean, yeah, I'm surprised. I had LAG winning this one, but I fear this brand is cursed. This LAG logo, it just puts a bad omen over whatever team.
They won an event. LAG has an event win in the CDL. A lot of teams can't say that.
Okay, that was a while ago. But point is, like, anybody that plays under this banner just gets pooped on. But either way, my main concern with this team, I think, is just their S&D. Their S&D does not look like very good. I feel like they throw away a lot of situations. And on top of that, they just don't seem like they're on the same page. I feel like Linz likes to kind of go rogue a lot in the search and destroy, and sometimes he just has no follow-up, and I just don't feel like they are like on the same page at all when it comes to that game mode. I think they won one versus Rocker. They did go map 5, but the one they won was like a vault. Like, you can't get any more straightforward than that map. So yeah, I'm concerned with their search, and yeah, their slaying power today was not even close. I think Skies had like a 1.3 in their first series, which they lost, and now he has like a 0.7. So this team is just inconsistent, and they're definitely missing Hydra right now.
Wait, quick question, though. I don't know if anyone knows. Maybe Ben does. Speaking of the curse, is anyone from LAG still involved? Like, anybody? Or is it fully Gentlemates just with the LAG logo?
I don't know if anyone from KSC is, like, still got, say, on, like, some branding stuff and stuff like that.
Any parts of the old order.
I assume, like, probably no one, or maybe one person, if they exist somewhere in somewhere.
Get them out!
I mean, I will say it is a little weird to have the Guerrillas and the Gentlemates name together, right? Like, why is that a thing, Ben? Like, why isn't it just Gentlemates? Like, why does Guerrillas still have like a name? Why do they still have a hand like dipped into the bucket? I don't get it.
Because they missed the deadline. I think that's what happened. The way the deal was structured and the timing.
But why would the LAG Guerrillas, like, why would the past ownership even give a fuck? They even have their name in there. Like,
You don't know the structure of this deal. Maybe just it's a licensing agreement like it is with Heretics and Misfits. We just don't know the particulars.
Yeah. Before we get into the clips, does anybody else feel like we've been watching a lot of Vault, no matter what game mode it is?
A lot of Vault.
Well, because it's a guaranteed third game mode.
Yeah,
That's
but I'm
why.
saying, we're also seeing a lot of Hardpoint and S&Ds on Vault as well. I feel like everybody's playing this map like over and over and over again. We got to add Hacienda into the rotation like ASAP, dude. We need to get this shit going.
One more week of this map, so then we're good.
I also think that Vault's like the 50-50 map. So like if you're gonna veto a map that you're like Vault's a map I feel like every team is like probably competent at just because of how it plays, like just flooding sites and just running it down. Like it's the rounds end so fast that it probably doesn't get vetoed because people are probably like they have maps like normal S&D maps, I guess, maybe like a rewind or something or a red card, right? That play maybe a little bit slower that they're probably uncomfortable in. So those get out first, and then you're just stuck with Vaults.
Yeah. Well, let's hop into the clips for the first series. We're hopping into the Vault Hardpoint to kick things off. It was just on this P4 rotation. Just want to highlight Vivid's play here. You can kind of see how they're holding here. I just love the way Vivid played this rotation, and I wanted to highlight this play. Vivid staying alive. Art. He has TJ who's kind of holding his cross, and then obviously Vivid just with insane shots, able to find a 3-piece, and he slides the corner here and finds a 4th onto the Bulldog here. But this is what teams need to do on this rotation. Like they need to stay tucked and work a crossfire. I like that Reese stayed down in Art and waited for TJ to have contact before he chowed. And a lot of times you'll see that guy Art chow and die before this guy holding his cross gets contact. And I thought Carolina here played it perfectly. How many times do we see the guy top Art die and the whole rotation gets just completely fucked up?
Yeah, they're playing the exits off of Volt, which I like. I've talked about it last couple times we've watched this map, but I don't understand why people don't like just play these exits and make sure they don't cross and then funnel them like towards water.
Yeah, so. And then after the break, I mean, that was just that was a full 60 from Carolina. They ran away with it pretty early on here. It's just a lot of time went to Carolina here early. So just great plays from Reese Vivid there on the rotation. Then we get into the next clip. We hop into the P2 here, the second P2. Now, we got to talk about LAG's P2 setups because they are terrible, ladies and gentlemen. Terrible setups. They keep getting broken. They can't hold Hail. Sam, I want to kick it off with you here because we were talking about this. I want to let it play out just so we can see how LAG gets broken here.
Yeah, back it up a little bit before you let it play out.
I'll back it up to when
did he spawn there or did he take a route?
I think he spawned there. Yeah,
like, why is 5 still here?
Which I'll be honest.
Like why is Preston still here? You know this back spawn's open. Your teammate spawns on top of you. The old hill is still up. Like, why are we not reinforcing this? Like, why not put pressure on the map? You're just giving yourselves a turtle setup off rip.
He looks confused. He's going left, right, left, right. Look, he's going left and right, then left and right, and then they play tight. They play like a turtle setup here, and this is never good.
One chance. You get one life.
Can you back it up like 20 seconds?
Sees anything? Sorry.
I want to see if maybe they just have.
No, I mean, he started pushing out the back.
They default into that dog
shit. You see how he's just backing back? You see how P-Dog's just... I mean, he was here for a good, 15 seconds, 20 seconds.
They have to play the exits off that time.
They have to. He needs to bump 8 to go right, or he needs to push out the back, one or the other.
Somebody needs to play that right lane.
Well, hold on. So, let's pause. Do we like that essentially in 6 and 7 are, all watching this sort of the same lane, though? Shouldn't someone actually watch the back if they're not spawning there? Someone should keep that guy in the back honest and see him cross.
Well, he's kind of watching. He's just playing an off angle, but he also doesn't want to play a wide angle because he's afraid he's gonna get shot in the back from Cat. They just fucked up their setup and their timing, and then I think number 5 was just scared to get caught out pushing the back whenever he knew the timing was late and he realized that he was late on the push, so he just decided to tuck himself into a tight corner. But either way, they needed to scatter way quicker and play those exits. You go cover that right lane. People more often than not, their best chance of breaking a hill is coming off of old. It's never their second hit. It's always their first one because they have so much room to breathe because the other team full rotates into a default setup. So
unless they're playing for kills front so they can just kind of pin them in the back, but I just don't agree with that. If
that's just trying to do too much.
I agree. If they're trying to set that up, because I've heard pro players talking about how they like holding from the front more. But the thing is, I just feel like on rotation, when the hill first pops, I would rather play for the spawns and just lock this down. And then once it gets the 30, 40 second mark, then start thinking about pushing out front and flipping them to the back. But I think they're focusing on it too early. Like here, I'd rather just have a basic setup, like block the back, hold the crosses, get some crossfires, like play exits off old. Instead, they turtle. They just turtle up here.
They give themselves one chance to hold the hill. If they don't win every gunfight, they get broken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
exactly.
And you could push teams out by playing exits. So a little bit of a weird setup there from LAG. Definitely, if you're LAG, you got to go back and watch that one. And then we get into the third rotation of hard points, and we're back here again on a P2. This one looked a little bit different. Actually, let me rewind it a little bit so you guys can see how this kind of all unfolds here. So you have Linz and Kismet, and this is perfect here. They're getting the kills off the rotation here. But look at where they all are. They're doing it again, where they're kind of like all pushed out front.
Well,
and all looking
Linz
front.
goes fucking super omega rogue here. Crosses 2 lanes to pick up the guy that I think Kiz was already, or whoever was pool was already looking at. Gave up mid lane timing, and then the whole setup absolutely got fucked.
Yeah, he didn't need to go vault here.
Like 2 of his teammates are holding pool. There's no reason for Linz to go chase this guy at all. 2 of his teammates are holding pool. If he just stays mid, yeah, he jumped down vault.
Did he jump down vault or go up top cat?
I think he's in vault, but regardless, he
vault.
does not need to do this.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. He should have just played kills around the back. You know the other team is going to be taking routes around the right side, like the top side of the map here. Like, people are going to be taking that route on this rotation. But yet again, nobody from LAG is playing it. And you had one guy, it was Kismet, that was slow playing it. And look at this corner he's in. Like, this corner he's in, like, he doesn't even have his back. Like, what if TJ went all the way around there? Like, nobody would have even had it.
He also was, like, watching Cat and, like, helping front because he was probably under the impression that Linz would, like, lurk mid or, like, hit outright and, like, pick it up. But then once he saw Linz go vault, he ended up realizing he had to turn, and now it's just too late. He's just already in a bad spot.
Yeah, it's just like a general rule of thumb that you never want to cross your teammates in a setup. Like, you never want to switch a lane to be ahead of your teammate most of the time in an initial hold of a hill, because that means you gave up some sort of timing or you fucked one of your teammates over, and that's what ended up happening here. Yeah, if Linz had just stayed mid, especially because he got a 2-piece, he could have made any play other than the one that he made, genuinely, because he got 2 kills off hold, could have pushed out right, could have stayed cat, could have done a million things, but he just tried to do too much pushing out front for the guy that 2 of his teammates were already looking for.
Yeah,
and they got broke.
Yep. Then we hop into the S&D. We hop into a rewind, search, and destroy here. Hop into the first round here. Just great plays from TJ here. He gets a big 1v2 here. You can kind of see how he's able to do it. Just wraps the map. You see now TJ able to find him off bomb. Finds a good timing. Finds one. Dips, spots the other one. And I just like how TJ plays his life here. Throws shimmies. He doesn't over chow. And he does the same thing here. He throws a shimmy on bomb. Sees Caesar and doesn't even chow. A lot of people might try and slide out and chow here. He just dips the fuck out of there. He gets out of it. He runs away. Caesar can't keep up with him. Good plays from TJ Haley there in the 1v2 clutch to start off.
Talk about the worst bomb site to play in a 1v2. Like, you play that build, you play for an A bomb plant in a 1v2, unless you know where he is and you're in A, like, that's fair enough playing it there. But if they were in a scenario where they didn't really know where TJ could be, like, he could have already got lost. Dude, B is probably the easiest bomb to get down. And, like, there's limited angles that TJ could have come from to disrupt that. They should just stayed at B. Like, they just wrapped the whole map. They gave themselves no time, and then TJ just had to get 1 kill and the round was over. Like,
Yeah, 100%. Then we hop into the next round over here, the 2-2 round. This is honestly just a big retake from Carolina. The bomb goes down. You see one guy gets picked off the bomb, which I don't even know how he got picked, but they were able to make it a 3v3 situation. And just the retake from Carolina just seemed too easy. I felt like LAG went a little rogue there, like even P-Dog pushing up the street there. Like, he was kind of by himself, so he tried to make an individual play. And again, like, LAG get the bomb down, they just get caught sprinting. Like, they're running around too much. There's not really a setup. There's not really anything there. And they kind of get bullied there on a retake. Anything you would like to see differently there from LAG after getting this bomb down?
Back up, I was gonna say, you back up a little bit.
Yeah, I backed it up to when the bomb goes down. So the guy gets shot off bomb, but then Linz with a big trade here. That was a big kill, like Burger. But while he gets that kill, like, I was just a little confused as to why P-Dog and
maybe it's just because, like, they were in man down situation. Maybe Preston already had the idea in his head, like, as Linz was getting that kill, maybe to try to make a play, and it just, he got the kill, and then he was already in that spot, so he just kept going, kind of thing.
I mean, they got easy.
That's what it looks like more than anything to me.
They thought they were gonna, like, hit a timing and, like, overwhelm a side of the map while, like, Ravens was, like, preoccupied retaking the site, but, like, they just ended up walking into, like, Gwyn holding them. Like, he just made a good read, like, waiting for a wrap. Maybe the only other thing they could have played is probably played the side of the map that they knew they had control of, because Linz gets that pick Burger, so they know they're safe, like, around blue and, like, around the shelf, and just played for, you know, a setup around there.
Yeah.
That's probably the only other thing they could have done.
And then we go into the 3-2 round. Just a big offense here from Carolina. I actually liked how they played this. I like how they put a lot of aggression towards B, but they end up wrapping this back. So I like how Carolina's playing tight, but they're watching their pinch by like together while they're holding together. Like how many times do you have somebody watching pinch so far out of the play that he's not near his teammates, and it's kind of just like you're banking on that 1v1. Instead, Carolina push out B. They hold the pinch from the site. And then as soon as they see one guy pinching, they all turn around, focus at one guy, and they end up breaking ankles, taking this back to A. And they just pretty much just catch LAG slipping, man. LAG, they got them moving, right? Just bouncing from B bomb to A bomb, kind of scattering LAG a little bit. Just thought it was a great heads-up play there from Carolina, just picking up the pinches from the B point. And LAG, again, just getting caught sprinting, getting caught running around too much. Carolina's patience, just too much for the Los Angeles Guerrillas gentlemates. Jesus Christ. Then we hop into the next round, get into the 4-2 round. The timings on this round were insane. It's a 2v2 situation. This is a big round for LAG. Take a look at the timings here. Reese runs through spawn. He has one guy who passes him on his right and another who passes him on his left. Nobody sees each other. They pretty much just wrap the map here. But both teams are confused as hell as to where they can be. But Gwyn, he makes a good heads-up play here, ends up spotting him here. He gets the info, he sees where they're at, and they just play the timings. Gwyn catches a good timing. Gwyn playing with a lot of confidence in the S&D, and he actually ended up closing it out with a Hellstorm as well, which we'll see here in the next round. But good plays coming in from Gwyn. 1v1 situation. I thought he was just going to run there. He decided to chow. This guy Gwyn chows everything, and they're able to clutch it up. So great heads-up play there from Gwyn. And then we go into the last and final round, and this was just the Gwyn masterclass here. I'm going to let it play out. You guys can see the plays being made from Gwyn here. He's in the chat as well. Shout out to Gwyn in the chat. Gwyn, you were literally just going crazy here, brother. Just challenging everything. I love it. Gentlemen, any final thoughts on the S&D, the map too? I thought it was just a great map from Gwyn and the boys, all of them. They played great. I liked how they were playing it.
It was clean. Their mid rounds look really, really good. I've said it on prior shows, but I think Search in this game is going to be like very similar to BO4, which is like death balling and playing efficient trades. And I think that Carolina, when they built their team, I thought Search was going to be the backbone of the roster, and maps like this kind of proved me right in that way. I think they look great.
Style though.
Austin likes to play
you mean
picks.
like the death ball shit? Yeah, I agree. But I think that the way that they played that map, I think that they're playing Search in this game really, really well right now.
And take a look here. Linz actually maybe could have had the defuse in his round. Maybe.
He reloads, right?
He reloaded, yeah. So he gets on the bomb, he hits the reload instead of picking up the bomb, and it kind of costed him there, which is kind of tough. That sucks. But good plays from Gwyn. They end up clutching it up. Carolina leading the series 2-0. The only map that LAG were able to win was the Control, and it pretty much stems from this first round, the offensive round. This was the only offensive round won throughout the whole map. It was all defenses. It was just good plays from LAG. We'll kind of see how they set it up here. Kismet, again, back in his fucking P4 building. He gets the kills here, but as soon as the 3 goes down, look at what he does. He gets out of there. They're spawning the back, and again, he's still spawning them like kind of close here, but I mean, he's getting his kills, so it's working. He stays pushed out, gets another one here onto TJ, and honestly, just good crossfires from the boys. Anything you think Carolina could have done differently here? I felt like it was pretty easy for LAG here to get this B point.
All died at the same time, got stacked on.
Yeah, not all die at the same time.
Yeah, you can't die at the same time in Control, or you're chalked. And I honestly, Slasher was pushed out Palm Tree here, so I think that was the biggest kill. I think once Linz cuts like mid connector and kills Slasher, then this site pretty much opens up, because Slasher was hiding outskirts all game, and pretty much
bad timing.
Yeah, he turned. He ended up turning, but I don't know why he turned though.
Because he saw the guy on B point, and so he came back to go and help and kill him off it, because he thought, and then he ended up just getting shot on the side.
Yeah,
that guy's laying down. He's not going to get killed from the top, so Austin's integrated in the position. And COD timing is COD timing, man. It all comes for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, offenses are, listen, sometimes I feel like offense is easier than defense, but I don't know, just how some of these games and rounds have been played out. It was all defensive wins here. You can get put in a blender easily on defense, but I feel like you guys said, if you get 1 clean 4 dead, you can win offenses pretty easily, as long as everybody's on the same page and stacking.
Do we have any stats people in the chat that know offense defense percentages? I think it's probably close. My guess is probably close to 60-40. defense, offense. We've only had 2 game 5s through the whole.
Fives.
Someone said 69%. I doubt that's accurate. You're just making up a number. Nice.
Guy just made
Nice,
it up.
Benjay. Read this 69%.
Thank you,
Nice,
Steve.
Benjay.
Got
Thank you.
one
I
guy.
just saw the first number that was presented to me, man. I got one guy. Fuck, bro.
What's wrong with you, man?
23%.
What's wrong with you, man? You slamming your desk?
That's on my desk. I can't go for a walk again.
The Control was the only map that LG was able to win. We're going to take it over to the Skyline Hardpoint because this is where, pretty much Carolina run away with this one. I wanted to take a look at this spawn here. Look at the spawn here from Austin. Does anybody else think that was a weird spawn?
I think it's just because number 6 was in the back. That's probably why. Before Austin spawned.
Did he?
Number 6 block it.
Okay, yeah.
Runs back
he did,
here,
yeah. Slasher
block,
did spawn up
dead.
before he dies, so that's probably why. Because that ended up being big. Again, if anything, that's a mistake from LAG. Why push the back with 18 seconds left? Why even push this if you're blocking the spawn? Even that split second of him pushing, Caesar kind of screwed him there. Because as soon as the flip comes in, Austin recognizes that he just got a good spawn and he just holds this. And it ends up kind of hurting him a little bit because Austin goes crazy here. He's able to find one, and wait till you see what happens on the next P4 hill because he goes absolutely fucking bonkers. But you can kind of see how it all plays out as we skim through it. Everybody from LAG spawning front except for one guy. And Carolina, they do end up getting these spawns back, which I don't know what happened here. How did they get the spawns back? Is LAG flip him out? Did they make a mistake here?
Austin died. Austin was in the back, right? And then
Yeah. But I'm saying, how does LAG lose this side?
LAG. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
I
get so confused sometimes. with
You
the
got
names.
P-Dog all the way in the back. Oh, so this is what happens. They all die, and P-Dog's left alone over here. They flip him out. Priesto is trying to do everything he can here, and this is where Litico goes massive, bro. Liddy just finds one, stays alive in the back, skim through it a little bit. He's dipping and
Pretty sure he
diving.
trick shot somebody.
He
in
does
the
right
middle of this
here.
clip.
It's right here, bro. This is insane. First, he gets a kill and gets out of there because he reads the pressure from LAG, so he knows there's a lot of guys there. This was insane. Finds one, jumps the corner, finds two. Then Kismet trying to push the back. Litico's there, finds another one. Fourth guy, goodbye. Slasher with a 4-piece off the rotation to win this for the Carolina Royal Ravens. And now you can see LAG, they get put in an absolute blender here. I mean, after that play from Slasher, look at the scoreboard here.
I can't believe he spawned in the same place he died.
Yeah, he literally spawned up right there. But great play there from Thanos, man. Great play. Pretty much called game. It pretty much just went up over 100 here. And at the last 20 seconds, what happens? LG pushes it back, and now Carolina have spawns for P1 and P2. And it's looking real slow for the Los Angeles Guerrillas. I want to hop into the second P2 real quick. Because I don't know what happened here with LAG, but they kind of trolled. They had another perfect setup here. We'll take a look here and see this in this scenario, right? You look at the time, you look at LAG's setup. This is an opportunity here for LAG to get back into the game and bring this and make this score sheet look a lot closer. And then I'll play it out. I'll let you see how it kind of unfolds here and how LAG ends up throwing this away. You have one guy in the back, number 6, watching piano. He gets shot in the back without anybody seeing him. And then Priestley gets the trade.
Fuck, are they doubled? In case is just looking down the zip line as his whole
this is look how
he's just staring down the zip with a guy in hill and a guy holding piano, and Preston hoping to God he doesn't get bad timing back here.
Getting shot in the back from kitchen push is insane on this rotation because everybody pushes kitchen on this rotation.
Why is the guy in hill not watching zip while that frees up another man on the back?
What are we doing, bro?
Yeah,
This is just fucking staring down the elevator shaft, just waiting for someone to hit it, while Linz is also looking front door. Why not just?
And then Priest is playing the worst angle ever. He's just on top of the balcony looking downwards, just fully OEs. Look at him.
Yeah, now very, very interesting setup here from the LAG. Again, just these breaks over and over and over again. LAG is doing a good job getting spawns. They're doing the first step right. They're just having a hard time right now holding hard points. And
the fact that they got to there without a gunfight is insane. Not even without a gunfight, without being seen is insane.
Preston, obviously I don't know the timing, but he could have slid down the stairs and just thrown shimmies at kitchen. And then if he gets the information that they're hitting their kitchen, then Skies can turn. And then they can readjust their setup on the fly there to play for the kitchen push. But now Skies just dies in the back for free.
when they're out here, I'm surprised P-Dog doesn't see him here. Is he hiding? Is he
He's
hiding
looking
right now?
down the right side of the steps. Like, look at
Yeah,
the
he's-
angle.
I think he's-
Look
yeah,
at the
he's
angle
looking-
of his
yeah.
arrow.
Yeah, well, after this break came through, it was pretty much chalked. LAG just can't hold a hill, and that's how Carolina ran away with it. They just win both hard points. They take the search, and this one's all she wrote. Gentlemen, any final thoughts on the first matchup of the day between LAG
Back to the
and
drawing
Carolina?
board and hard point for LAG. Their scrims this week got to be hard point holds, and that's kind of just the story of their season so far, and at least in hard point, in my opinion. But it happened in the first series too. Like the way they're setting up, like ideally too, with spawns, with time, they can get whatever they want, and we've seen it on probably 4, 5, 6 hills. They just get walked through.
Yeah.
So I think definitely number one thing right now is holds and hard point for them.
Pat, what did you think about the series?
I've given up on them. I know we're only 2 series in.
Damn, you're giving up
But
on them, Slayer? It's over?
I don't think this like I had faith originally, and like I was really hoping to see something in the first like debut, like back together, get Lens, whatever. I don't think this trio is gonna work. I just don't.
It worked in the past, but they had Paco.
Yeah, they had that guy, and the games were different. I just don't think in this game it's gonna work. And I hate to say it for him, but I think with who they've lost to, I don't really see them standing a chance against the better teams.
What's their schedule going forward, Ben? Do you know?
Bro, their schedule is Thieves, OpTic, CLOUD9, Toronto Ultra,
Don't say
and
CLOUD9
Vegas.
like that.
They're likely
Yeah,
winless.
we'll get to-
It's very possible they're winless.
But this is
Don't
but this
say
is
Cloud9.
but this is kind of like when we were talking about LG preseason. I was like, I look at this team like I don't know, online sketchy. I really think the test for this team is like they have players on here that have made very deep runs in losers brackets and tournaments, but like have they or will they be able to do it in a situation where they start and loses round 1? I think that's going to be the question because I don't expect them to make top 8.
If I'm this team, who's on it? It's D-Real, Marky B, and who? They have one more person, right?
I think it's another European coach. I don't.
Okay.
His name wasn't familiar to me.
My advice, unsolicited, make the move now. Get Kyler.
No, Kyler
Maybe
Lynn
even
sub duo
one
is
more.
horrible. Please,
Bro, it's a different game. First
Kyler
off.
who?
Please, you interrupt. You saying pressing for Kyler?
Yeah, probably. And I'd do
Bro,
one more.
do
I'd
not
probably do
do-
one more. I'd
Bro.
probably do another one. I'd probably go. Who's it, Chris? Who do you think's best AR right now in challengers?
I don't know. Haven't watched.
Oh, my bad, my bad, Chris.
Yeah,
Here we go. Not
I haven't
I
watched
just
any of
think,
the Challenger
bro,
stuff this year.
I just think the problem with the Lynn's Kyler sub duo is it's like just the full on. You're just gonna be so rogue.
Yeah,
Like you are
just
just
let it work in
bro,
this game.
but it might not work because they're just gonna
Wait,
run
It's
around
better
and leave
than
gaps.
winless. It's better than going winless.
I mean, they were one S&D round away from winning that first series, so I don't know what to say to that.
I mean, the fact they were.
But obviously, you probably didn't watch that series, so you probably don't remember.
Yeah,
So
I
but,
watched Game 5 round 11, Ben.
that's probably the only round you watched on the show when we were talking about it.
Ben,
Yeah,
listen,
honestly, just
you're
get
being
Illian.
way
Just get
too
Illian Hook in
conservative
there, bro.
for this squad. They need
No,
to make moves. They're not going anywhere. It's not nothing's happening with this team.
I agree with you. I do think that this is a team that is a candidate for me to make a change, probably after Major 1.
Why? Why? Someone could be gone by then. Here's what I don't get about
Kyler
waiting.
Lynn sub duo is like I just feel like this is a game where scams and like throwing your life away and blowing team situations is so important.
Wait,
on top of the head smash.
We're
Wait,
just
I
talking about how it's literally like
I
running
don't
each
think
other
that's
in
a smart
bomb-
sub.
Wait,
I think
did you say Kyler Liz?
yes. Do you like a Kyler Lynn sub duo?
I don't even know if I'm high on Linz.
I just think that's a quick
Lynn's has played
readjust.
Lyndon
Yeah,
kind of got fried.
I
a little bit.
don't like
He's-
decision making when I
he's-
sub duo.
he's-
bro.
He played okay.
He's fine, like in terms of the skill, but I just feel like he just like I don't know what it could be. Like if it's maybe a language barrier thing, but like bro, they are like he's just trolling. Like
But
he's
You want
actually
to pair him with Kyler. We want to
Tell me the
no-
benefit of
min-
waiting. That's
Oh,
what
and
I wanna
actually,
understand.
actually, he's not even going anywhere, bro. He's French.
Bro,
They're
the
cooked.
season is condensed. There's no benefit of waiting anymore. Like you're gonna lose. Like think about it this way: good players can get picked up, and then they're just chalked. They're out of it.
You said this last year too, Pat, and it
Yeah.
always unfolds like this. It always happens.
Why
like this.
wait? Just make the moves early. It's okay. You guys made a bad roster to start the season. Who cares? Fix it. You literally have all the power in the world to make a good choice early on that's gonna pay dividends in the next 6 months. Do it. I don't get waiting.
What's up, Ben?
I hear you. I just don't know if Hook in this team with pairing him
Kukoc
is
is
the
an
right play.
example, bro. He's the best talent out right now in that role. Anyone, but you got to make moves, or you're just gonna hit that negative snowball and get fucked all season long.
I think that this team, you just knew on paper it's not going to be a great online team. My guess is they're going to give it till either the minor one tournament. If they bomb out of the minor one tournament, have a bad week next week, they may make a change before major one. But my guess is they want to at least try.
How does seeding work for the minor?
It's based on these 2 weekends.
So they're going to be dead last. They're going to play like Thieves or FaZe or whoever.
Yeah.
Round one.
Well, anyone. No, well, to be fair, anyone with the
OpTic,
top,
whatever.
anyone has a top 4 seed gets a bye in the round 2, which is hilarious. But like they're, they may get last, and I think with this LG team, I just don't think they're going to rush in like that. I just don't see it.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the next series of the day. We hop in with the Miami Heretics going up against the Vancouver Surge. This one goes all the way down to a map number 5, round 11. Yet again, how many of these have we seen this weekend? We'll scroll down, take a look at the stats sheet here.
I got breaking news. Juan Soto, the Mets, 765 mil, 15 years. I fear Francesco was wrong.
Wow, that's fucking unbelievable. That's crazy.
RIP Yankees, bro. Go ahead.
15 years.
Juan Soto, this motherfucker.
765, 15.
15 years.
That's crazy. But let's hop in. Let's hop into the second series of the day. Miami Heretics versus Vancouver. Last map, round 11. Take a look at the stat sheet here. Everybody negative from Surge except for 04, who had a 1.11. Who, by the way, I want to show some love to 04 because, Ben, I know you've critiqued him a little bit last year about the respawn, and I know it was his first year, and he was an S&D star coming in. Bro, he can play respawn, too. This guy's good. Like, this guy's a really smart player, and he's got a lot of talent as well. He's been really impressing me, and he got the match MVP here as well. He had a 1.15 in hardpoint, 1.36 in search. Obviously, the control looking rough. It was one map, but just a great showing here from 04. Sam, we'll start with you. What did you think about the series, Miami and Vancouver?
Game 5, round 11 doesn't get much better than that. I think the notable things from the series, I really like Rancor and Real for Miami. I think those are 2 really, really good pieces. Rancor's rookie season, and I think Real, we all saw it last year. So I think that's 2 really great pieces going forward for them. I don't know if they should keep the whole roster or not. Lucky kind of got pooped on today. And on the side of Vancouver, I'm never not going to call them Seattle. Another good series from 04. I love Hicksy as well. That was my question mark for the team coming into the season, was Hicksy's slaying ability, and that he's been fucking moving, dude. So I definitely they're a good team to watch, man. I enjoyed it, and they definitely needed this win for sure. Game 5, round 11 is always a good win to get.
Yeah, I feel like they need it for their confidence too. They're a good team, so I just feel like getting a dub on the board is big for them. But Duarte, what did you think? Duarte, what did you think about the series? You surprised at all?
Not surprised. I knew this was going to be a really insane series. I mean, I thought Miami were going to run away with it after like watching that hard point and the control. Like I thought they were going to close it out in the next hard point. They had a super close game, but bro, Lucky was on Mars.
Yeah,
that 5-5. I don't know. Like he didn't play very good, but on top of that 5-5, yo, that guy was across the map, dude. Like, no, I don't know what he was doing back there. I know there's a spot that you can watch bomb, like if you go up in that tower. So maybe he was just checking it out, but goddamn, he needed to be closer to his teammates because more often than not, I've seen this. So we've already seen this happen. It happened in the last series with Tej. Like, you get 1 kill off the bomb site, like you just get lost. The round is over. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, you can see in the map 4, he went 10 and 30 in the map 4. He had a .33, and in the map 5, he had he dropped a .5 as well. It's 3 and 6, just having a rough last couple of maps there.
His controller must be broken or something, dog. But if I'm Real, bro, I'm kicking the fucking chair. I'm punching a hole in the monitor because that guy was literally trying to do it all, like the whole series. They all played a little bit better, but Real, that first map was insane.
Pat, I just think
I was gonna say, Pat, any thoughts on the result?
Yeah, I'm fucking pissed, Tom.
Why are you pissed? Like, talk to me.
I needed more out of Meadows. Just needed more.
You needed more out of him?
Yeah, I'm shocked in fantasy, guys.
But he's your fantasy player? You have medals on fantasy?
1 week, Pat. 1 week.
But listen, then you know me, bro. I'll blow it up real quick.
We can tell based on our last combo.
I might be looking for some trades in the fantasy league.
But, I'm looking for some trades as well, honestly. But go ahead, Pat.
But yeah, I mean, shit, man. I'm trying to think. Did we have like this many game 5, like round 11, like close series started last year?
I think we had a
know.
decent amount of game 5s, but there's been like 4 or 5 round 11s already.
Yeah, bro,
It's nuts. Teams just aren't far enough ahead of each other yet. Everyone's just still figuring out the game. Like the talent disparity isn't that insane in the mid pack. So like all these games are just who's going to make a play in the moment rather than like being dominant over one another.
Yeah. Ben, you have any thoughts before we hop into some clips?
I thought this is a winnable series for Miami, and to your point, I think if you're Real or Rencor, you're looking around the other two teammates and be like, a little bit more, and maybe on that protocol hard point, a little bit more, and it's second to first S&D, and maybe you guys win this like 3-0, 3-1. But I think a lot of potential for Miami, and I think that rookie addition of Rencor, he's definitely shot back this week. One of the players of the week for me, for sure.
Well, yeah, Rencor was great, and Real was great as well. That's my fantasy player right there. So shout out to Real.
Yep. You and I got a good duo right there.
Yeah, we did. I want to hop into the rewind hard point to start things off. Now, I will say, Real started off 20-4 in this rewind hard point, which was fucking insane. I mean, a 20-4 start is crazy. But I want to highlight the blender here, the P4 blender, man. This is pretty much what Miami did on both rotations, and they pretty much just funneled Surge here, and they did a good job too holding some time on P3. Like while Miami was holding these spawns, they also got some time as well on P3. So hey Gizmo, hey buddy, my Gizmo just walked in. But yeah, the great setup from them. You can see how it's kind of unfolding, just securing those back spawns. You can lock down so much time, and that's exactly what they do here. Surge, they are able to get into it here last second. But with only 20 seconds left to go, it was just great plays here from Miami to not only secure a lead here, but just to flip back, get those spawns for new, and lock this down. It was a good break though from Surge. They ended up it was actually a pretty nice break from them, but it was a second rotation as well, where again Miami puts them in this blender and they can't get out of it. Second rotation, same thing, right? We bring us to the P3 here, and we kind of see how this all kind of unfolds. Starts with Rencor, takes the outside the map route. Great route from him. Able to find a few kills as well. Not only do they pick up the scrap, but look, again, just holding those P4 spawns, making sure they're locking that down. I mean, this is kind of where you put teams in a blender on this map. And Miami just did such a great job just playing ahead of the game and making sure that they don't lose these spawns. So really good plays from them. I wanted to pick you guys' brain a little bit on how you guys would break P4 if you were Surge. But it is a very, very difficult hill to break. It is so hard to break this hill.
You have to flood the back. It's like it's the best way to do it. If they're kind of like trying to play this like spread or like sometimes even just like hitting the front, they're never going to break the spawn because they're going to spawn right behind the back door unless they get like a clean. On like a clean 3-4 dead, they're not going to influence the spawn enough to like block it. They have to go around the back. Going through 100%. The street is fucking ass.
Look how much time they get. Look how much time they get on these hills.
I mean, you have to rip them off.
Let Sam have the floor. Let Sam have. Why do you disagree, Sam?
Yeah,
but I don't think you need to flood the back. I definitely think you need to have someone play it. But I think playing through like office and front door is 100% the way to break this hill.
One person is
I think
like
you go,
not enough.
No, I think you go. No, I think you just slow play like the 18. Make sure that guy doesn't like overextend. But then you just get taxed on the guy on the back. You play through office and courtyard to get the entry because there's going to be somebody there. Trade that guy out and then tack out the guy on the street in the back and then play through the front of the hill.
Even if you tack that guy out and back him down, like you just have so many angles in the hill. You have the actual hill, and then you have the alleyway, then you have the back door, and then like
your option running through the back of the hill is the back door.
No, but like I'm not saying like all run through it. I'm saying like the majority of you at least play for the kill, establish some presence there, then you can cut through the front, or like you can at least like hit that alley out. You don't have just the back door. You have that.
They're going to spawn there regardless, even if you get that kill though in the back. I would like if they're going to spawn there. I think playing through court for the entry and having the guy off of old or playing up the street, killing the guy on the truck.
Here's the thing. If you go around the back, Sam, and you get kills that are traded, if you don't secure the spawn, where your teammates are going to spawn, they're going to spawn street. So if they take the shortest route to the hill off their spawn, where are they going to be effective? They're going to be effective shooting at the players that spawn on the street because you're blocking the back or fighting the back. Whereas if you flood the street the whole time, like you just have and like don't have any presence around the back, you're not blocking anything and you're not cutting off your spawn. You're just getting funneled.
You have to no presence. I just said I don't think you should be overwhelming the back.
You have to send the majority of your team around the back and secure that like spawn or just block it. That way, any traded kills can then fly up the street and like cut any players that are trying to reinforce. Otherwise, you're just getting funneled on the street and head glitched, and it's just bad.
You guys agree with me that the P3 and P4 chain is deadly on rewind? I swear, bro. Whoever locks down those two hills wins the map every time. At least from what I've seen so far.
Which hill? Sorry.
The P3
P3,
and P4, like the chain, the P3, P4 chain. Like if you spawn them out deep burger, hold time on P3 and hold sponsor P4, like it's so hard. It's so hard to come back or get out of that trap. Like, and we saw with Envoy, right, in the LAD series, like hard playing, like hitting those routes as a sub, like constantly playing for those spawns. Like it's gonna be really important for sub players to make sure they're taking the right routes on that map. But go ahead, Ben. What were you gonna say?
Well, it also extends to P5 because what you've seen a lot of teams do, this is what I've seen in scrims and sometimes in these matches, is like they'll give it the back on that P4 with 20 and then they'll flip them out on that first spawn on new. And so they're already rotated. And the old team that was trying to break that P4 is now spawning, in the back, and they have to push through courtyard. So I agree with you. It's an absolute blender. And playing Duels Ahead, it reminds me of Gunrunner, to be honest.
Gunrunner, man, what a fucking map, dude. What a map.
Bring it
Love
back.
that map. Bring it back, dude. Bring it back. But let's switch on over. Let's bring it to the S&D now. Start things off in the first round here. I actually liked how Miami played this. So they get the bomb down B. They do have somebody watching flank. I do think this guy watching flank is pretty far from his team. I mean, that's probably the one critique I had, but it ended up working for him anyway. So didn't really matter too much. But you can see Lucky just baiting, staying alive. Like I think the biggest thing for Lucky is just buying enough time for his teammate to come help rather than just chow and die, maybe get one and die. He just stays down, make them push, and his teammate's able to come in and get the trade. I just like what Rencor does. Rencor pushed through Office and ended up flanking Office. And I was talking about this yesterday. Remember when Boston, every time they get this bomb down, they would just run backwards? Like, I think that's the way to play it. Like, get pushed up. Like, after you get the bomb down, like, try and get court, try and get Office, like, try and make plays there. Especially if teams are going to be playing the flank and trying to pinch around like that.
They triple flanked, bro.
A triple flank was crazy, bro. I'm not going to lie.
I do like the play Rencor made, but he's only able to make that play because 3 guys are hitting the backside
and
of the map.
they read. And, of course, after he gets the info, like, he knows he can hit it.
Yeah.
But hey, that's why it's good to get info, no, Chris? Like that's why it's good to actually like throw some shimmies, get info rather than just lick a wall.
I'm more impressed by Real, like the read to come back and help. Like he felt this pressure coming around the back and then just helped Lucky. He got one, got out, and then now it slows them down, right? Because they just have to clear this whole gen area and makes it even harder.
Yeah, great plays from Real. Ends up pushing into gen as well, able to find a big kill there. So good plays from the Miami Heretics. Love the strats there after getting the bomb down. Then we hop over into the 0-1 round. Surge, they end up making a quick A plan here. What do you guys think about giving up the A site and just giving people the site to plant? What do you guys think about it? Do you like it? Do you like playing retakes on A? Because I feel like playing a retake on A sounds miserable. All these
so
corners
many ways
in here.
You could die, dude.
There's too many places.
There's so many places. There's so many corners and closet and gens and late.
I feel like this is going to be the most like clutched bomb site this year. There's just a million ways that you can get a bomb check on this.
Yeah, and 04 did such a great job staying alive here. Take a look at the plays here from 04 as he's able to dip and dive. They can't track him. He wraps the map. They lose track of him. Great plays from 04. Jukes the kill cam as well. Dips back. Finds another one on Tomatoes. Gets checks on bomb. I mean, this guy's literally doing everything right now. I mean, he's just doing it all. And that's what 04 does, man, in S&D. I mean, this is literally...
You can just get lost. You can just get lost on this site, bro. Yeah.
Great.
And B doesn't really take that much manpower to watch. Like, by the time like you realize a team is hitting B and they're committing to like pushing through that 18, like it's so easy to reinforce. Whereas A, if they get into that site, like unless you deny the plant right away, which I think like Carolina did really well one round when Slasher did it, you're kind of just cooked, bro. They're like Sam was saying, there's just too many places they can just disappear to.
Yeah. Then we get into the 4-2 round. I don't know how you feel about it, but Surge, they get really aggressive here. On the defense, they're the ones who make the chow. I mean, they're the ones running out of gens, like challenging these guys on defense, which I don't know if I really agree with that. Maybe because they're up a couple rounds, they thought they can catch them off guard. Did you guys like to play there, challenging on defense, like going rogue?
I mean, I need to see
it up, maybe.
I kind of want to see the space they got. Like, what did
they ran through mid?
What did Miami do that gave them so much room, like off the rip?
They run through most teams, Miami just holds. They play patient. One guy plays blue, one guy plays flag, and two guys just hold like outer gen, like semi.
Okay, well they just gave up the map, and Seattle just took advantage of it. They just realized it, and they just had so much positioning.
Right, but then once they get the power position, Chris, they overchow. Don't you think they should just hold the map control and just
yeah, no, for sure. I think Go Forward just caught some bad timing there and got shot in the back, and the Hixie kill was fine, but after that it was just kind of like. It was cooked.
Yeah.
It was shocked.
It was good patience, though, for Miami. Even after they get the kills, they stay pretty patient throughout the round, and they pretty much sniff out Abuza here and kill him. So they make it a 3v1 situation. They chased down this last guy. Just great plays from Miami, staying patient, letting Seattle make the mistakes and taking advantage of it. And then we head into the 5-3 round, where, again, Vancouver, over-aggressive, right? Kind of like the same thing. You have one guy pushing through Burger. You have 0-4 who's pushed up mid here. We can kind of see how this ends up falling apart for them. It actually starts with 0-4 getting blooded here. He gets blooded trying to army crawl. I don't know what 0-4 is doing or where he's going, but I can't question 0-4 because this is S&D's his thing. But this guy's army crawling through the middle of the map. He gets taken down. He gets blooded. Again, just Miami just being patient, and Vancouver just comes to them. So I like Vancouver getting the map control. I just think they need to be a little bit more patient once they get it. But I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on those 2 rounds that I just pulled up. Kind of like the same 2 rounds there back to back, just getting over aggressive on the defense.
This also seems like one of Miami's go-to strats now, where they kind of like give up mid and they play the outskirts and let like a team take the control of the map, and then they work it from the outside. Because I think that's the second round we saw somebody, I think it was Lucky, that like pushes out Burger slowly. So that might be just one of their go-tos, where they just give up like the center of the map and look for angles on the inside or from the outside.
And then we get into the last round here, and this is where Surge is able to close it out. I just think this was tough for Lucky.
Yeah,
They saw
we're
him.
here.
No,
Fucking broke.
Tom's blacking out.
What happened?
Muted by.
I muted himself in TeamSpeak.
Oh, my bad. I hit my hockey by accident. I'm sorry about that. My bad.
Dog shit point, Chris. Terrible analysis.
I wanted to talk about this last round here. This is where Surge is able to close it out. I think Lucky, man, it was a good spot. They spot him. They see him. And I don't know who saw. I think did number 1 see him? Like, oh, no, he's shot. Oh, yeah, Lucky's going rogue, man. Oh, he busted out the doors and shot here? He's going crazy, man. 5-4 round. Miami's on a defense. I thought there was an opportunity for them here to bring this to around 11, but Lucky goes rogue. He gets blooded. Luckily for him, Real gets the trade. Now it's a 3v3 situation. You got Miami trying to make a play through gens, but again, Vancouver just playing tight, working the trades. 2v1. Last guy up is Rencor. I thought for a second here Rencor was actually going to clutch this because he actually finds a good timing here. He gets behind him. He sees the guy. He knows he's on the backside of bomb here. He sees this guy truck. If he zaps him here and is able to kill him through the truck, he might have been able to clutch it, but great heads-up play from Vancouver, staying alive, using the head glitches, and clutching up. So just great plays, great plays there from Vancouver. They win the search. Any final thoughts on the S&D, guys?
Not on the S&D, but I was just thinking about something. What server does Vancouver play on when they play like these Texas teams?
No
Denver,
clue.
right?
Probably Denver.
I'm
So,
not
but
exactly sure.
Isn't that shit bugged? Isn't that shit
Yeah,
bugged
but-
out?
Denver, Salt Lake, one of those two.
Apparently, and I heard this from Damon, right? Damon Barlow. Apparently, the Denver server is bugged, and whenever they load into it, they just skip everywhere. Like it's all. I don't know what's wrong with it, but
Is that just a them specific thing, or is that like a
I don't know.
everybody specific
I don't know.
thing?
I would love to get clarification on kind of what's going on with the servers, but from what
That's why we
I've
have
heard,
Lamar coming on after this series. and we can ask him
from
then.
what I
You
heard,
would
it's
think-
unplayable.
You would think Vancouver would be worse off online than the LA team.
Well, we talked about this last season at times too with Vancouver, that they've had issues with connecting in some of these servers. Like, I don't know if you remember some of the issues that they had when they played Toronto last season and Florida. I mean, imagine that fucking series.
But no,
bro.
but here's the thing though. They haven't played a Texas team. They played a team in Florida and they played a team in Toronto. So it's completely different.
Florida's
Like,
in Texas this year.
really?
Yes.
Oh, then what the fuck server are they playing on?
That's what I just asked. Hello, Chris?
No, I know, but like I'm
Probably
I'm
Denver.
parroting you, bro.
Probably Denver.
But they
You
can't.
can ask them.
The Denver server is bugged, and so it would have to be Chicago or Salt Lake.
I think we should ask Lamar because I want to know their
Ask somebody from
perspective,
Vancouver.
if it's actually working. We'll ask. We should table this
Real just
conversation
DM
until
me. Real literally just DM me. They played on LA. They played on an LA server.
Damn,
Okay, that makes sense.
That actually makes
that does
sense.
make sense.
California
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Thank you, Real. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for giving me the info there. But LA server is what they were playing. I wonder what the pings were looking like. I wish we could see the pings. I wish it was
Yeah.
public. Like I wish we can actually see like what people were pinging. That way, there's no fugazi and we know what's going on.
I mean,
But,
Tom, you want to see pings? I want to see a working podcaster. We can't get everything.
yeah, I mean, listen, don't
And a non-broken scoreboard.
Yeah, do not get me started on the scoreboards. Let's hop into the control before I get pissed off. We want to go to the first round here. Good first round here from Miami. They were able to win the offense here, and just to kind of show you guys how they were able to do it. It just starts with them working through mid. Somebody takes a route left here. Actually, where do they end up happening here? It's right here. Kind of see how it all plays out. They're playing mid control. You can see it's a 3v3 situation. So we basically have a search and destroy here. Hixie gets caught in the middle of the map. He's trying to stay alive. I'm surprised Hixie and them hit mid here. But you can see Hixie and Abuza like trying to watch the pinch, and then Hixie hits up mid map by himself. I just would have liked to see.
They're doing too much.
They're doing too much. I want to see them just play together here. No, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, if they made this play and it worked, they would have looked like geniuses. But since they just ran out and threw their lives away, they just look like bozos.
Yeah,
thing is though, they did that. They were doing that a couple times in the search. You were pointing it out how they were kind of just like running out instead of like letting the enemies come to them. You know, it's kind of maybe just a symptom of their team, like their dynamic.
Yeah.
Just doing too much.
I was going to say too, Chris, like one thing about control is on defense, like people start playing slower towards the end when they're losing their lives, but people don't think about that in the starter rounds, right? Like constantly just running at them and giving up their lives. Like every life matters. If you're staying disciplined from the start of the round to the end of the round and making sure you're just filling in the right lanes and making the attacking team come to you rather than constantly trying to put them in a blender and just dying over and over again, you won't end up in situations like this on defense where it's coming down to lives.
They also have the point, which is free information. Like if they essentially know that even if it's a 3v3, eventually they're gonna have to hop that point. So if they don't like see anything, get information, if they don't like actually get any kills, once a guy gets on the point, well, now you know where one guy is guaranteed, rather than just kind of running out there blindly with all three of them just unknown. You know what I mean? So they could have used the point to their advantage. Like they just did too much and they just gave that round away.
Yeah. Just great plays there from Miami, taking advantage of it, sniffing them out, able to find some kills and get onto that point. They end up just taking advantage of the mistakes there from Vancouver. And then we head over to the 0-2 round. This is another offense where Miami was able to win. They end up 3-0 them here. And I like the route here. I love the route here from Lucky. He ends up going all the way around as I skip back. Nobody's picking up this right side of the map. And you see 0-4, he comes off spawn, but he's in a fight with a guy Lion, so nobody picks up right. And it was Hixie who's in a gunfight line, and 0-4 runs through mid, and look at Lucky. He just gets pushed up in art. Him just being here is so big because look at where their spawns are coming in now from Vancouver. Miami knows that every kill they get right now, they're going to be spawning deep, and Lucky does a good job just sneaking in here. I actually think that Nasty, this could be a nitpick. You guys let me know. But after you get this spawn here, right, Nasty, number 3, spawns here, you got to know somebody's in your art, right?
I've had times, I mean, this is just ranked, but I've had times where I spawn where Nasty is, like on that side, and nobody's pushed up on the left yet. So there could be other things that influence that.
Majority
More
of the
often
time,
than
Chris,
not.
like if
More
you're
often than not,
spawning there,
maybe
you
be
gotta be careful, right? He runs in here YYing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
sprinting.
yeah.
Like, he didn't even realize.
Fair enough.
I just thought with that spawn, like I thought Vancouver would know that somebody's up here, but instead they just got caught sprinting.
Especially if they're tracking names they probably haven't seen Lucky in a while, maybe. But,
and then great place from Miami just to stack the point. I mean, you could see just having so many people on the point. They had 3 guys on it. Look how fast it's going up. And Vancouver all spawn. They don't have a choice other than to just hit the hill from the front. They can't take routes vault. They can't go around. They can't do anything other than just like face smash hill, which is why it's really important to stack. Because once you stack, you force the mistakes from the other team. So just great plays there from Miami. You guys have any thoughts on the control or anything Vancouver could have done differently here on the defense, or what's going on? What's going on with Vancouver's control?
They suck.
You think they suck?
On paper, it's a funky control team on paper. We'll see if they can figure it out over the course of the year. But I just think this is not going to be their best game mode. Just when you think of these players historically, how they played this game mode in the past.
And shit, until we get new more maps, they're going to be.
Well,
they're going to be down.
We talked about it yesterday. We also think there's a convo. I think we all agree that maybe we should get control the fuck out of here. We didn't see a single protocol control, by the way, entire weekend now.
Yeah, that's insane. That's great.
The map's got to be GA'd, bro.
Bro, it's going to be the same problem with the GAs, though. It's like there's no world that you get all fucking 12 teams on the same page of which one gets 3 modes.
Prop hunt, bring it in. Third map. Prop hunt for third map.
Oh, can you imagine that, dude?
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I saw Aaron put it in the chat. But let's hop on into the protocol hard point here. I'm taking us to the P4 because Vancouver, I'm going to be doing that all year. Vancouver get pushed up. They get the kills. I just don't like what they do after the fact. They kind of go rogue. They don't play tight around hill. Like, look, Abuza's the only one in the hard point right now after getting a clean wipe. Then 04 obviously gets here late, but then by the time he gets here, he just gets put in a blender. And just like that, it gets broken. Would you like to see something differently there from Vancouver? What happened here? Because they get a clean wipe here. They're all in time. Everybody from Miami tried the 3-hit big door to get in here. But Abuza wins the fights. You can see here, Hicksy, he ends up turning around. He tries to play spawners or something. I don't know. And then I don't even know what happened. Somebody pushed out P2. Did Nasty push out P2?
They didn't realize where the spawns were going to come from. Number 3 just turns his back from where the spawns are. He just gets shot in the back. If they would have recognized that number 4 was blocking the spawn.
The spawns were weird there. Look at where Nasty spawned.
I think did Nasty spawn there before did like number 8 spawn
there?
Number 8 might have spawned before they could have blocked it. So can we rewind? But when he spawned?
Yeah, I just did. You can see it now in just a second.
Yeah, sorry. I have to wait for this. Yeah, I mean, they just didn't read the spawns. Like, it's just, I mean, granted, it's just hard to read in those scenarios.
Yeah, those were hard to read. I'm not going to lie.
I think it's just one of those things where, like, if number 4 is going to make that play, he should probably, like, look at the back, clear it before he turns his back. Same thing with, like, number 3. Like, it seemed like they just read it wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we could obviously watching it back. It's easy for us to say in the moment. I feel like that's really difficult. Like spawning mid map there. Like I don't think Nasty expected him to be behind him. They were probably shocked when he died. But yeah, great break here. Miami keeping it close. And then we get into the next hard point, taking us all the way to a second P4. And I just want to highlight the play here from 04. Take a look. First of all, why did 04 spawn out? Is it because Miami's in Hill? Like, I thought 04 spawned in the back there.
Oh, wait. Go back just a little bit.
Look. Number 3 spawned in the back.
That shit might actually be Fugazi.
Number 3 spawned in the back, Chris, and then 2 seconds later,
he just got Fugazi.
He got blessed.
Yeah.
He got fucking blessed here.
Yeah, that's actually not supposed to happen.
Broken spawns, ladies and gentlemen. Broken spawns. Because I don't know how he spawned out, and then look what happens next. With 13 seconds left to go, 04 off that spawn is able to make the play. And he's able to find one. And I think what happens next is big. Instead of just hitting Hill, he waits for his team. Actually, matter of fact, let's tune into the listen-in real quick. Listen to 04 and his comms and listen to how Vancouver coordinates this break. They wait for each other and make sure they don't do anything solo. Let's tune in. Listen to the listen-in here.
One from door. Nice. One still in on. One in you. Go. Be ready to go, Javan. I'm ready. Go now. On the TV. Victor, nice. Victor on me. I'm someone punching through. Get out, Spiral. One is free. He's both. Last one.
Man, just like that, it's a perfect break. So you can hear them coordinating it, waiting for each other, making sure they're doing stuff as a team. Great plays from 04 to stay alive and a great break. Obviously, the spawn, a little weird, though. Not going to lie. Weird spawn. As soon as he spawned up, I wrote it down. I was like, that looked weird. Got to watch that back.
Good catch, Tom.
Yeah, it's just sometimes you see like these little spawn, like little things that like change the game. You know what I mean? And then we hop in to the end tier, the last P2 to P3. Miami flip here. Miami have spawns for new, and Vancouver can't win on this hard point. They can't win. So I just think they overplay it. Look how easy that flip was for Vancouver. It was just way too easy. 04 makes the play. Miami
plays the whole series.
But Miami also all push, though, Sam. Don't you think somebody should, like, I don't know, go top zip, like just hold or something? Like, I don't know, they all push.
But 30 seconds left, I definitely need to be worried about it. But, I mean, number 5 comes off spawn. He's, like, kind of sitting on the stairs holding. He just loses the fight.
That's their fault for not picking up mid, bro. They just got lazy. Like, they spawned on that slope, and they were like,
all ran forward
down. But, like, one of them could have easily zipped up to, like, top mid. Or just wrap it right.
Like, but I think Real could have just went window. Does he have a back pocket AR, or does he pick it up down there? I mean, even if he doesn't, I think just like someone having to go mid here. Even if the time
they didn't pick up the open lane.
Yeah, somebody could go mid, or somebody needs to, or just like hold it. Like even if you're spawning there, like wrap back. Like maybe Meadows just be prepared for a fight here, because people are going to be taking those routes trying to flip. So you just got to kind of be on your toes there when you spawn up. But nonetheless, great route from 04. Right, catching him slipping, running through the middle of the map. He just found a gap and he took advantage of it, and that's what good players do. So, good route from 04, able to sneak through, get the flip, and this is pretty much how Vancouver win the map because they get some time on P2. Now they're rotated here to this P4 hard point. And Miami, this was just a blender. They just keep trying to rush up, spiral into the front. They don't really have time to like take too many routes. So They get
What was
put in
their
the blender.
first break? Their first break should have been a decent one. They had Lucky positioned already front side of the hill.
Well,
he just
Lucky
gets
was
shot.
Lucky guys.
a call out for this
Yeah.
entire map. So
Yeah, no, he was getting farmed.
Lucky struggled.
Oh, he's
with getting
spiral.
kills.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. He got the. Wait, but Metals gets this kill. What happens after?
He gets traded here. Nasty kills him. Nasty wins the fight.
It's a good corner, I guess.
Nasty wins the fight.
Fair
Real's
enough.
trying to play the back, and then Renkor's trying to play the back. Renkor goes right, Real goes left, but Vancouver just have spawns. Like they just have spawns to keep spawning up there and just locking this down. And eventually, Miami they start panicking. They just start running into hill like a bunch of madmen because they're about to win the game. And Vancouver do a good job just playing tight, holding, and making sure they solidify this map. So,
One thing I'm starting to notice if we're watching teams play this map is the guy in hill is doing a very good job of knowing the timing when to give up mid doors and help the guy that might be pushing top if he takes a zip, taking a round off of the spawn out. Which I don't know if you noticed in that play, they killed the guy top because they were all looking at it.
yeah, I mean the guy top is important. Like you got to get that guy out of there. Like you got to get the guy out of top zip or top window. Like that's an important kill. I feel like taking a route zip and maybe getting up there and killing that guy. Once you kill that guy, the guys in hill start tweaking because their top stairs now is open. So yeah, that top kill is definitely.
I just think you're going to see players now like probably shimmy that before they slide out because the guy, like I said, the guy in hill knows the timing now to look up. They're not just playing a corn or middle. They kill a guy in middle and they know where no one is. Like they think someone's just taking zip. Like they're going to all go up and look at it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then we head in. Any final thoughts there, guys? Any final thoughts on that map?
need a little bit more out of Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Then we hop into the S&D. We're hopping into the 3-3 round here. This was just a B rush from Surge. Just wanted to kind of highlight it. This site over here is mixy, man. It is just a bloodbath. Renkor hits some really nice shots here. Able to find one, level the playing field, make it a 3v3, finds another one, makes it a 3v2 situation. But it's what happens next here, how it kind of all falls apart. So you have Abuza and Hixie in the point. Abuza finds a nice kill there onto Real after hitting the shimmy. Hixie finds another one. And then Renkor left by himself in the 1v1. 25 seconds left to go. Just to fast forward a little bit, you can see Renkor. He's trying to make the play. And he ends up getting taken down here, trying to turn the corner. Good little creddy spot there from Abuza. You guys think Miami could have chatted together there? Real kind of got picked by throwing shimmies. That was kind of a big pick there. But with the numbers, I would have liked to see them just like slide in, like the left door, like where Hixie was at, and just like trade it out. But yeah, it was a good 2v3 here from Abuza and Hixie. Any thoughts on that play there, guys?
Yeah, probably. They could just went in together. The only other thing they could have done.
This was a big kill from Abuza when he zapped him here. And this was a big round as well. So just good plays from Abuza and Hixie.
Retaking this looks miserable.
Miserable. It is miserable.
The thing is, people probably
there.
aren't familiar with all these like little step ups and hop ups, but like eventually, like that angle that Abuza took will probably be something that's like shouldered more effectively because he just overextended.
Bait and switches when people are sliding out, just trying to drag game. Like it's just going to come down to like skill diff on the teamwork to kill the guys off the headies.
Yeah, then we have a big offense from Miami. They just decided to push through A, and they honestly they just work kills through A. They were able to work some picks. Let's just rewind it back a little bit just so you can see how they get the ball. How did 04 die? 04 died early. 04 tried to make a play on a pinch. Real just playing on an island, laying down. He catches 04 slipping. And then I like how Miami, after they get the pick, they kind of group up together and work as a squad here, trying to get this A bomb down. Because this is another bomb site that once you can get it down, you know, you can make some plays. We saw it with 04 as well during the map. We'll see it here in just a second. 04 makes the play in the round 11 with the A bomb down. But good round for Miami. Good bounce back. This was a big round here to tie it up. You can see Real too, just working those late flanks, being a nuisance on a map. It's what Real does. Last guy up gets taken out. We're all tied up at 4. And then we hop into the next round, the 4-4 round here. And the bomb goes down here for Vancouver. Oh, sorry, the bomb doesn't go down. Miami do a really good job coordinating nades here. And I think we're going to be seeing that a lot more from teams. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of like tack coordination. I know who was talking about tacks on the show the other day. Was it Pat or who the hell was talking about?
Yeah, it was me. Number one analysis in the game.
Absolutely, Pat. Pat, what did you think about the tack usage here from Miami? They end up coordinating tacks here. They have a little nade line up here. Look at Hixie.
I love it.
He gets bombarded
Reminds me
here.
of the old days, Tom. Reminds me of the old days.
Yeah, I think having like they look 3 nades, even a nade after he dies, another nade flies in there. But just coordinating, right? Like saving tacks is so important in S&D, especially if you have strategies where you can kind of line them up. Like if somebody gets on a bomb or somebody's holding a cross, you can just line up some grenade spots and get an easy first blood, especially if the other team doesn't have a trophy. It's chalked. And then, of course, after they get the blood, Vancouver, just in a blender. Not really much they can do here. They get taken out. Miami get another round on the board. So good tack usage there from Miami. But I want to take us to the round 11 here. The round 11 is where 0-4 just makes a crazy fucking play. Bomb goes down for Vancouver. Now, after Hicksy gets this bomb down, where do you want him to go here? Where do you guys think the bomb planner should go? Because look at where he just gets caught out. He's kind of fucked here. I don't really know the best way to play it. I almost feel like you should just get on the bomb and just challenge the guy in front of you. Like number 7, like Rencor, like just challenge him. Like just fucking challenge him. Because you can't run back. The guy up top is holding the cross back. So I don't think he's going to be able to just run away and get back to his squad. Nor do I want him giving up the site. So I think like him coming back and getting picked there, like it's obviously a tough situation for him. He did his job, got the bomb down. But I want to see more players just kind of hold this and chow this and just get Mixy on the site. Throw some slides in there, throw some shimmies, like just try and be a nuisance. But then after all this kind of goes down, 3v4 situation, if you're Miami, I mean, I'm thinking they have this in the bag. They got one guy low stage. They take care of him. It's a 2v4 situation right now. Look at the play from 0-4 here. Last map, round 11, 2v4. 0-4 splits the gap.
I'm honestly losing full. This guy's running up the fucking middle of the map, dude. Like, number 6 got terrible timing, but at the same time, you don't even need to chase this guy, bro. Just hold him. Just literally stare at the window if you're really worried about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There you can see 0-4. I mean, he just makes the play. He kills him off bomb on a defuse, hits the backslide.
Lucky just stops playing, dude. He doesn't even try. He just stops playing.
Yeah,
after,
he lost-
He's just like, oh, fuck.
He lost composure. Lucky lost fucking composure. You know what I mean? Be like that, man. 0-4, great play. Great heads-up play from 0-4. 2v4, round 11. And it's all she wrote, man. Also, real quick, did Miami take too long to get on the bomb there? Hold on. I'm going to rewind that back for a second. As soon as you kill this guy's stage, you hop bomb right away, right? Like, you kill a guy's stage. Did they hop bomb right away here? Or did
Number
they wait
5,
a little bit?
number 5 shot. Okay, so look here. Number 5 shot at number 1.
It did take forever to hop the bomb down.
Yeah, they called out 0-4.
Oh my god, they didn't hop it for
They
like
didn't
5 or
hop
6
it for
seconds.
like 7 seconds, dude.
Bro, this guy was.
He would have been diffused.
Bro,
Bro,
have
that
you guys not
4v2,
realized
as soon
this?
as you kill a guy's stage, I'm hopping on it instantly. I'm like, yeah, I'm hopping on it. Look over me.
0-4 was top tower.
Yes,
and now
he made it
he's
all the
on
way to
the
their
bomb.
side of the map, correct, without hopping the bomb.
I've
Okay,
lost fucking full.
I don't know. We were watching this in the watch party, and Asim had mentioned that he didn't mind the play from Lucky. I would have liked Lucky to just play tighter with his squad. I mean, they
Bro,
got
just
literally-
fucking
just
run
literally
and chow them. You're in a 4v2.
You got just body stack the site and stare at the fucking area
Just
where
get
you think the
trades.
guy's gonna chow
They
you
can't.
from.
They
It's-
can't do anything other than, like if you're on site with aims, you have an AR out. Like you can get the kills on site. You can
They
kind
should
of.
be like, he's still not on the bomb yet. He's still not on the bomb
By the
yet.
time
Now
he
he's
gets to the
defusing.
bomb, he gets
Bruh.
halfway through it, and 0-4 shoots him off of it.
Bro, they waited for Lucky to get
Way
all the
too
way
long.
up there before they hopped. Like, they should have been on
They're in
that
a
shit
4v2,
and just
bro.
baited
You are
him
in the
into shooting.
CDL. If you're not standing on top of the hedge in the middle of the map in a 4v2 round 11 shooting your fucking gun, like respectfully, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
if you're terrified of 0-4 fucking 1v4ing you from that window up there, like, oh well, he'll 1v4'd you from the other side now.
Oh shit! Hold on,
Oh
Ben.
my
I'll
god.
piss.
Ben, I'm gonna switch
The fuck?
scenes. My girlfriend's cooking. I'm gonna switch
Oh,
scenes,
no.
Ben, and I'm gonna need you to take over here, Benjay. This is your time to shine, Benjay.
I got you. Go. All right, guys. Finishing up. Any final thoughts? But it's even, you don't even have the right match on. What the fuck?
Yeah, match
Oh, whatever,
match
man.
is over, guys.
any
It's a
fi-
CLOUD9.
any-
This is the right match.
This is
All right,
the
what's the
right
next
This is
one?
the right match.
All right. Any final thoughts?
No,
Miami,
No, man,
Vancouver,
they,
any final thoughts?
they fucking
Absolutely
trolled,
not.
bro.
All
they
right.
fucking scam, bro.
All right.
Oh my
We're going to talk
God.
CLOUD9 and OpTic, Texas. We got a couple of special guests joining us from CLOUD9, New York, the head coach of the team, Lamar Accuracy. How you doing today, brother?
Yo,
Hey, Lamar.
And
what's
we
good,
also-
guys?
What's
How
good?
you
What's
doing?
What's
good?
good, Lamar?
How you guys doing, man?
We're doing great,
Not
bud.
so good because Juan Soto fucking is a Met now. I'm fucking down bad. Jay,
don't
who's also
care.
here.
We
sport is
don't
dog shit.
care.
We
Yo,
don't care.
This series,
Listen,
I,
that's
bro.
I
sad,
wanted to
bro.
give Study a chance to fucking pop
That's
off
sad.
about
What's
it
good,
for 5
everybody?
minutes.
What's good? What's good? No, I don't
Hey,
even want to
Jay.
pop off,
Hey,
man. I'm
guys.
just crying,
Jay.
bro.
How we doing?
So-
buddy?
so listen,
Buddy went up the block. It's insane.
Let's get into it. Lamar, obviously there was a little bit of controversy with this match, just some back
only
and
a
forth
little.
about the servers. Can you walk us through like the beginning of the process when you guys kind of started to understand that these matches versus Texas teams, you guys might have a connection issue, and walk us through communication you've had with the league and other teams about it?
All right, so this all started during our server tests earlier in the week when they do the server tests to determine what the server list is going to be for your matches, right?
Okay.
You go in, you test all the servers, whatever it is. We test. Everyone knows. Sam can vouch. He played in LA for years. What 2 servers do you play all your matches on?
Salt Lake, Denver.
Perfect. So we test Salt Lake. Salt Lake's cool for us, no problem. We test Denver, and Denver was like fucked up for us or something. We were pinging like 20 higher than the LA teams previously that were pinging to Denver. The league flagged it. We flagged it with the league. We didn't have it in writing, which is our mistake. But on the call, at the time, they were like, "Oh yeah, this is definitely fucked up." Like, okay, they didn't say fucked up, but so this is definitely messed up. There's something going on here. There's something going on here. Like, we likely won't use this one.
Wait.
Right?
So just to be clear, people from the league said that, or
Yeah,
like...
I wasn't there for the server test, but that's what I was told was said. And we're not sitting here with an audio recording device. You know what I'm saying? So it
Yeah,
becomes he said, she said at this point, right? So, but it's been known that Denver is messed up for us. This whole year so far, every single scrim has been on Salt Lake for us.
Okay.
Every single scrim for months. Every single one. Okay?
Okay.
We come in to play LAT. We do server tests. They do server tests before every single match. Do server tests on Salt Lake. Apparently Scrap was pinging higher than the rest of his team on the Salt Lake server, right?
Yeah.
And it was like out of the threshold, or the leagues, like, you know, they have certain rules or whatever, out of their like threshold that they have to deem the server like playable or not. Scrap was pinging out of that threshold compared to his team. So like, oh, we can't use this server.
Well, isn't that an
Then
issue because of the Denver situation that you highlighted?
Yeah. So then we can't use Salt Lake. We're like, okay, we can't use Salt Lake. And then they gave Thieves the option. Oh, but Thieves, if you guys are okay with it because it's just scrap, we can play on it. And Thieves, which I don't blame them,
Of course,
they were
they're
like,
gonna say
no.
to that. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, no, but we're not doing that. And I was like, all right, whatever. I don't blame you guys. It is what it is. Then the league's like, okay, you guys have to play on Denver. And we're like, bro, we pinged 60 to Denver. Like, what do you? It's clearly broken. We're pinging way higher than everyone else.
Is that
Denver.
like just a ping thing, or did they like run around and it felt like it was 60 ping as well?
No, bro, we haven't played a single scrim this whole year on Denver.
Oh, okay.
Because it like every single scrim we've played for every day for months has been on Salt Lake, and
Did you
no
ever
one has complained.
You ever try a scrim on Denver ever at all?
Yeah, 100%.
It just feels like ass.
Yeah, you just get fucking 30-point clubbed.
Okay.
But every time we've scrimmed, no one has complained. There's never been a problem. Like there's 6 teams in Texas. We play a Texas team every single day on Salt Lake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like, okay, whatever. Then that turns into a huge argument, whatever it is. And then that goes to, okay, the option is then Chicago.
Oh shit.
Wait, so what
Bro.
were you guys pinging in Chicago, and were they pinging in Chicago?
I mean, they're in Texas, we're
They're
in
gonna
LA.
ping 30. LA's gonna ping like 65.
They don't do the artificial ping thing anymore?
That
Do you
shit's
think
not
that shit
real, bro.
works?
That shit's not real.
No,
Okay.
I don't think it does, but I was
Okay,
just
so
curious
then-
if they do.
That shit's
Exactly.
not real.
So I don't understand then between Salt Lake
So then
and Chicago,
it was-
why would you end up in Chicago then?
Because Salt Lake wasn't
Because
there.
LAT didn't want to play on Salt Lake.
Yeah.
But then wouldn't Chicago not fit the threshold situation either? Because
No,
you
but
guys are way
because
over
they
the line?
have they have the artificial ping, so in their eyes it's fair. We just raised their ping, even though we're pinging natural 60 and they're pinging natural 30, and they're like, oh, we'll make it look even.
Is there a world where they could have done? I mean, I guess no, because it would just been one player. But I was gonna say for scrap, but
Play on LA and raise their pings then. If it's gonna work.
Right, so then it became a situation where
Or raise your ping, sorry.
we were gonna forfeit yesterday. We were gonna say like, yo, we're taking a stand, like we're not playing. And then we thought about it, we're like, look, like opening weekend, we've been fucking grinding our fucking tits off. We want to put on a show, we want to try to compete, like fuck it, we're not gonna forfeit, like let's just go out there and play, like it is what it is, even though we're at a disadvantage. We go, we play, we clearly realize real quick, like, yo, this is insane, you know? We knew we were going to be fighting an uphill battle, but we didn't want to just forfeit and look like a bunch of bitches. So we play, and then, obviously, you saw what happened. And then, coming into our conversation today, we were like, yo, if we go into these circumstances again, like, we need to, deal with something. And we were told by the league, like, oh, you'll be surprised how much we can fix overnight. Like, just give us a chance to fix this. Give us a chance to fix this. Okay, cool. Fuck it. We're going to play. You guys can try to fix it. We'll go into tomorrow. Rock up tomorrow, which is today. Play server test. Get on Salt Lake. And same situation happens. 2 of the players on OpTic are pinging 5 less than us, and 2 of the players on OpTic are pinging like 5 or 6 less than us, and 2 of the players on OpTic are pinging 5 or 6 more than us. So the threshold within their team was going above the limited, I think it's like 10 or 11 ping or something. That it's allowed to be difference. So it's going above their limited threshold. That's allowed, technically, right? But that seems obviously that, and then they gave OpTic the same thing again. Hey, if you guys are okay with playing on the server, we'll play on it. Rightfully so. OpTic says no.
For Salt Lake.
Yeah, for Salt Lake. OpTic says no because they don't like that server either. And if you had the power to do it, why would you take that option? You'd be like, fuck no, I'm not doing it. I don't blame them at all for that. Like, I completely get it. I would probably do the same shit, But then we go from there, and then the next backup option is, oh yeah, we could play on Chicago again. What? What are you talking about?
On. Why can't they artificially increase or decrease or do whatever pings for like the people that are like not in the threshold? Like, I don't understand how that makes sense. Like, when they can do it on the server that's worse for you guys, like, how does that? This isn't even for OpTic. Like, in general, like they could have done it for Scraps. Like okay, Scraps ping whatever the fuck. Like, raise everybody's pings to Scraps. Boom, fixed. Like, how's that? Not a thing?
I don't know if they can do it individually or they do it by team or whatever they do, but that just wasn't an option. So we have to go play on Chicago, and we're like, damn, we tried Chicago yesterday. That shit was not good. Sam, in 2 years that you played in LA, did you ever play a single match on Chicago
I played
server?
Denver literally every game.
Okay. So we go from there, and then like, oh, you guys are playing Chicago, and we're like, bro, we're not fucking playing on Chicago. Like, what are you talking about? So then we're like, we're not fucking playing. We're forfeiting. Then after push comes to shove, they're like, oh, we can use Denver. But we can use Denver even though it's been flagged that you guys have like an issue with it. Like, it's clearly known amongst everyone from our server test a week ago that there's issues with us on Denver. And we're like, all right, well, fuck it. We either forfeit or we play. So then we sat there and talked about it, and we're like, damn, should we forfeit or should we play? And there's like we've been arguing with the league this whole time. No warm-up, no nothing, just fucking arguing. 5 minutes before the match is supposed to start, they're like, we need to answer right now. We deliberate, and we're like, look, nothing comes from forfeiting. Like, if we just forfeit, again, we just look like a bunch of pussies. If we play, we're going to be at a disadvantage. But we've been practicing all this time. Might as well just go play and just whatever happens, happens,
So you played on Denver today?
Denver, and on Denver, we were pinging 60. Their original ping to Denver is 20. And then they just use the ping tool to make it look even.
Wait, they're using that ping tool to increase by 40 ms?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Work?
Why can't they fucking use a ping tool to increase or decrease or whatever the fuck they're doing?
You could ask any player that's played. They all know that ping tool's bullshit. Sam, what happened? What happened in Vanguard, Sam?
Yeah, the Boston, us versus Boston.
You played us the match before that. You played us on the Dallas server. You played us on Dallas server. They increased our ping, bro. You guys got 3-0 in 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was not fun.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying, like, why is it? And this isn't. I'm not taking shots at any of the teams. It's more so like, why is it that you guys are having to suffer the brunt of the mishap of the CDL when it could be at least somewhat evenly distributed?
Listen, I don't know why people in the chat are complaining about any team, whether it's C9 or OpTic. Like, people are just like attacking both sides. Like, guys, at the end of the day,
it's not OpTic's fault.
No, it's not anybody's fault. It's not the player's fault here. It's not Lamar's fault. It's not C9's fault. It's not OpTic's fault. It's not any of the players' fault. I mean, at the end of the day, we're playing a professional league, man. Like, competitive integrity, like, we want to try and make things as fair as possible, no? I mean, it's just...
Bro, we sit here, bro, all these kids, like, I honestly, I know coming to the public and addressing all this stuff, it really does nothing because everyone's just going to say excuses and this and that, it's your own fault, whatever the fuck, like, all this shit. Okay, that's great. But I wanted to come on here and give our side of the story because I know these players are sitting here working hard as fuck every single day, and it's not fair for them to just not have their story heard. And I know if one of them came on here, they would just get fucking roasted into oblivion and excuses and whatever. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to come on here and at least give them a chance to have their side of the story said and heard, because it's just not fair. I know being in that position, like I would want someone to get my story out
if
too.
you guys aren't getting a fair shake in these series, bro, we're not gonna. I mean, you gotta say
It's
something.
also
about
dumb
it at
how
least.
you guys practice the whole time on certain servers. You know you're going to play matches on these servers, and then you don't play the matches on the servers you're supposed to play on. Like,
It's just-
Bro, we
It's-
scrim
there's
on
two
Salt Lake
fucked up
every
servers, though.
single
So
server.
they're
every
playing-
day,
they're
every
playing
day,
a completely
every
different
day.
game.
The question I have, which is, someone chat today and said that Salt Lake is bad for them, but to your point, you've been scrimming every Texas team on Salt Lake, and none of them have complained. I don't know if you guys have
Every
played.
single
Here's
day
your
we play
thought.
on Salt Lake.
To be
every
fair,
single
you
day.
guys haven't. Have you scrimmed OpTic Texas since you were obviously playing them first week?
Since we have come to CDL like servers, we have not played Texas because we got the servers recently, and we're like, oh, we play them. Like we're not.
That
gonna
was
scrim
my
them.
next question.
Okay, yeah.
Was if
Yeah.
you've actually scrimmed
So-
these guys on the match servers or not?
No, we
Net-
haven't scrimmed these guys on match servers because we stopped scrimming them like a week or two ago. And
Okay,
that's
so
like
they
when we got
probably
that
haven't played on
account.
Salt Lake either.
Yeah.
Because you guys are the only LA team, right?
Unless they play Salt Lake versus like Vancouver, I don't know.
So that's what I was about to ask. Have you
Okay.
discussed or sat down with Vancouver, and they have had similar issues with this Salt Lake Denver split?
because they play on LA.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
what we found
Vancouver
out,
will
right?
play
They're
on
playing LA.
Yeah,
Oh, they play on LA. Okay.
They
Yeah, for
scrim
Texas
on
teams.
LA. Yeah.
So I
Well,
mean,
I-
Lamar, obviously, so like there's a bit of a mixy situation. Like, you know, what's next steps here? Because you guys play like next week. Are you just kind of hoping that they fix Denver? And
No, I have zero. But I even said it to them yesterday when we made the decision to not forfeit and cause like a whole disaster for everyone involved. You know
JP
what I mean?
said that they tried it versus Vancouver and they said it was fucked up too.
Salt Lake server.
Yeah.
This is an L in the league. They need to fix their servers.
Yeah, so
have
we
more
knew
options.
like going into it yesterday. We're like, it's okay. It's opening weekend. We will work with the league. We will allow some grace. Like we want to play. Like we've been practicing for this moment for months. Like we'll whatever. Hopefully they can fix it overnight. I knew they can't fix shit overnight. What the fuck you talking about? Like that's not happening, bro. You know what I mean? Like what are you saying?
Spin
So
Spence is a fucking wrench in his hand waiting to fix that server.
So we just played, but I mean, it's just, you know, it's unfair whether you guys want to sit here and roast us or whatever it is about, oh, you would have lost anyways, oh, you would have played like shit or whatever the fuck it is. Bro, I've played for fucking 10 years. I've taken a lot of losses, bro. You could take a loss when it's fair and square. Like, yeah, we got shit on, bro. Move on, learn. But when you don't even get a fair shake to even have a chance, that's when it just feels bullshit.
It's a waste
you
of
feel
time.
robbed.
You
Yeah.
feel like
it's
you're
wasting
wasting your
time.
fucking time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think to your point, Lamar, you guys have Minnesota, Carolina, LAG, Miami next four, and those are all Texas teams, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Besides Carolina, obviously.
Bro, over half the league's in Texas.
6
Like this
teams
is
are
a
in Texas
glaring
this year.
issue.
And then you have FaZe, which I assume you'd play them on a Texas server at that point, right? That's the
Probably.
last match. But that's not until the fucking end of January. And who knows what Texas teams you guys are playing during the minor tournament. So like I'm just saying like this issue's not going away after 1 week. So I'm just curious.
100%. So I mean, we're now that we've realized the league can't do shit for us, we're working on fixes on our end to figure it out. Figure whatever solution needs to be made. You know, C9 is a great organization. They have our back. They told us like, we'll never let this circumstance happen to you guys again. Like we're gonna fix something, whatever it is, whether that's us needing to go somewhere else to play, have a different location, change anything, whatever it takes, basically A to Z. They're gonna try to get it done for us and, you know, give us a chance to show what we've been working on and have a fighting chance, have a fair shake, you know?
Yeah, I would say like it may require you guys to go to Dallas for a
Was it
sec.
originally required that you guys had to be in LA?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we had to be in LA to LA based org.
That's just fucking bro.
this
Two of
point,
the only two server options that you guys have, both don't work.
Yeah, and
Is that
all the
not
people.
fucking insane?
That's insane, bro. And then like the other 2 points that I just need to. I'm curious your guys' perspective, bro. You guys have all been professional players. You play a match on a team that has
Almost
40
always.
less ping than you, bro. You think you're winning?
No,
No,
you're getting
you're mental
getting
before you
cooked.
spawn in.
You're
Hell
getting cooked.
no.
It's a professional league, bro. Pro players, like you're getting cooked on that. This is not rank play, okay? I was having this argument with my chat in the watch party, Lamar, because some people are like, "Oh, cry about it. It's a 40 ping difference. It's not a big deal." Like I'm good in ranked play. It's fine for me when I'm playing ranked play, bro.
Yeah.
A silver
You're playing
lobby,
against Timmy's.
a fucking silver lobby in ranked play, if you're on an 80 ping, is completely different than being in a pro match in the CDL. It just like I was going back and forth. His name was Nick Pasquale. Fuck you, Nick Pasquale. And we were going back and forth all watch party long. I mean, bro, that is not easy. Like that is really, really hard. It's hard to win fights on a ping like that. Like really, really
It's impossible to win fights on a ping like that sometimes, man. Like I feel like you go into the series mental. That's what I was saying during the watch party too. I was like, bro, C9 looks like they like
Bro,
they went into the series just knowing they were getting
3 minutes
fucked.
before we literally decided to play 3 minutes before the match started.
Yeah,
we were not gonna play. We
no
were gonna
offense to you
forfeit
guys, but
this.
it looked like that. Like
Yeah, I mean the stance
looked
was
mental.
the
I mean,
stance
they
was
just look
to
mental.
forfeit.
You can see it in the webcam.
100%.
They're literally losing and laughing. They're like, "What the fuck are we doing here?"
Yeah, I mean, bro, these like I feel bad for them because, bro, they've been grinding, bro, putting in this work every day in and out of the game to then not even at least have a chance to show what they're doing. Even if you're gonna lose fair and square, it's all good. Okay, you lose, like you take it on the chin. We're all competitors. You take an L before it happens, but not even have like to feel like you have a fair shake, like that's just disrespectful.
Well, hopefully the league gets on top of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are the next steps now? Are they gonna fix the servers? I mean, they have
got
to
a
fix
week.
the servers.
Bro,
Yeah,
they
I
can't
can't-
fix shit, bro. They're not fixing nothing. It's gonna be on us to figure it out, and we're gonna do whatever we need to do to get it fixed. But what really made it extra bad is that I lesson learned. I'm gonna have a fucking phone recording any conversation I ever have from now on, and anyone has about anything.
Well, you gotta be
to
careful. Not every state's a one-party state, brother.
Is what it is.
Hey, pull a Doug
Like,
Sensen
it was
Martin,
said-
pull a
it
wire
was-
out.
Yeah, I'm dead ass. Yo, Doug, send me which wire you wore, bro.
He ain't catch him though. He ain't catch him with that wire. You might need a different.
Hey, Chad, is California a one-party state? Does anyone know?
Jesus Christ, man.
What does that mean?
Like,
What the hell does that mean? One party.
bro,
If you
Ben's
record a
taking it too far,
conversation-
bro. It's not
If you
that
record a
serious.
conversation in some states, other parties that I could say it's a two-party state. Yeah, you might be a little bit tough in Lamar.
But like,
That situation.
we were told when we flagged it in our server test, like, yeah, we likely won't use this one because it was clearly that messed up for us, bro. We're pinging like 60 to Denver from LA. That it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, there's clearly a major issue happening there. So like, oh well, either you can forfeit or play on the server that we flagged a week ago. That's fucked up for you. Haha, have fun. And then we're like, bro, like, do we actually forfeit? Like, and we were gonna take that stance to forfeit versus OpTic. We were not gonna play. And then until 5 minutes before, we had a discussion as a team, and we were like, listen, there's nothing. We either just take this auto loss, make a stand. The league probably still won't change shit anyways, or we just try to play. Maybe we can win. Maybe we'll see what happens, and just play and just see what the fuck happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So 5 minutes before the game starts, they're like, yo, we need your decision right now. We're like, all right, fuck it, bro. We'll just play. And we decided to go and play. I mean, you guys are competitors. How quick can you just flip the switch from not playing to like, holy fuck, all right, let's get it, load in. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, listen, Lamar, we're probably going to move on, talk about the series because we got 2 series to cover, but I appreciate you coming on and just kind of letting us know how everything works behind the scenes with the servers and just kind of telling people from your perspective how everything went down. I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming on because we're obviously left in the dark here, bro. We're so confused sometimes when all this stuff's going down. Like, we don't know how stuff is being handled. So I appreciate you coming on. Appreciate your
Yeah,
time.
for sure. I appreciate you for having me, giving me a chance to come on here and set the record straight for my boys and, you know, give them a chance to have their story heard on a proper platform.
Yeah, of course.
And I just want to make sure, that you guys know that we're not out here like, there's nothing to do with Thieves, has nothing to do with OpTic. Like, this is, you know, they played great, whatever it is. This is just, we want a chance to have a fair opportunity, you know?
Yeah, and Lamar, I want to apologize for my tweet, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I had no idea that that's what y'all was dealing with. I played in the Stone Age
tweet,
before
Jay?
the CDL.
What you
You know what I'm
tweet,
saying? I tweeted out that C9 needed to find an identity, but bro, you can't find an identity, but you can't play the damn game.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
that's different. You're scrimming every day versus these teams. You said 6 teams in Texas on a certain server. Then you
Yeah.
got to get into the actual match on a different server, and that's you're checked out at that point, Pop. Like,
Yeah.
you're checked out, and I want to apologize for my tweet because hey,
I
that ain't y'all
appreciate, I
fault.
appreciate that, Jay. I appreciate that, Jay. Thank you. Thank you for
That's not
clearing
y'all
that
fault
up.
at all, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
All right, man. Well, Lamar, we're going to move on. Appreciate you coming on. You're more than welcome to stay if you want to stay. But we're
y'all
gonna-
got it. I don't want to watch this shit.
down.
Y'all got it, bro.
Yeah, Lamar, let's talk about it.
After I
Let's break
heard
this shit
that,
down.
2x.
Let's do it. Yeah, we'll get through the series. We'll get through it quick, and then we'll hop into the last series today. Give it up for Lamar. Hit a Lamar spam in the chat. And huge shout out to Jay as well, Study, for hopping in. Jay, what's going on, Jay? Welcome to the Flame,
All right,
brother.
later, boys.
Later,
I'm
Lamar.
chilling, man. You know, I'm chilling, man. I'm glad to be on the flank. You guys always have some great conversations, so I'm glad to be here.
Welcome, Jay. Welcome. We love having you, man. Love
You
having
watch the games today, Jay?
Of course, that was a part of it.
Of
You
course he
know?
is. He's a freaking caster.
Nah,
Of
the part of it.
Of course you did. That's the criteria for being on the show, Jay. You gotta make sure you watch the games.
Yeah, I'm there. Don't worry.
But,
sure.
but let's hop in. We have CLOUD9 going up against OpTic. This one was a 3-0 finish for the OpTic Texas. They get the sweep here over CLOUD9. We scroll down, take a look here at the stat sheet. Clearly, C9 is struggling here in the slang department. On the other side, a 1.87 from Shotzi. Some of the routes and the plays that he was making today was fucking insane. Sam, we'll start with you. What are your thoughts on the series? Ping aside, let's not mention Ping or anything. Let's just talk about the series, like everything aside. Because I thought OpTic played great this series, so I want to give them their credit as well. But
I mean, I don't, bro.
What do you think, Sam?
I don't know how to answer this. I'm not even bullshitting you. I have no thoughts.
You have no thoughts, Sam?
Dude, what am I supposed to say? Look at the fucking scoreboard. Like, like after everything Lamar said, like, I have no idea. This literally looks like fake COD to me. I mean, it's
that Boston LA game from
no,
Vanguard.
it is.
Remember
It's
that?
what we were doing in Vanguard to Boston. It's the same shit. I mean, bro, I could sit here and analyze it, but like C9 literally didn't even get a fair shake in this series. Like, I genuinely don't even like. Yeah, bro, shots hit a 1.8. Like, GG.
Bro, they got put on a hoop mixtape, and that was it. Like, there was nothing. C9 couldn't find a kill. They couldn't track anybody. They were probably so discombobulated. Like, I want to wait until I see C9 play on, what they're supposed to play. This goes for any team. Before I make a judgment on this roster, like, yeah, we can sit here and nitpick every single thing that they do on the map, and say they're not making the correct plays or they're not working together. But at the end of the day, when they can't even win a 50-50, like, they're not going to do anything right. That being said, though, like, OpTic played great. They came and took care of business. The Shotzi Pokeball was out, and he was out there doing whatever he wanted, and everyone else was frying.
Do y'all have anyone on C9 on your fantasy team?
No.
No.
I do. I have a Tatch, bro. I'm cooked.
I feel like we got to get like a refund or something because
Tough
That's how
there,
it works, man. That's how it works, man.
I fear your player got hurt, Pat.
Well, listen, I
Your
think
player
once,
dealt with an ACL injury, Pat. Sorry.
I think once Mac was statistically their best player this week, which is crazy.
thank God.
That's the inverse.
Yeah, you know
That's the
who
inverse
took
of
Mac.
You did?
Yes, sir.
Well, he's still dropping a 0.91, so that's tough. Anyway,
Didn't you say they pick up Hook for Mac the other day? Weren't you saying that, Slay? Or was somebody else saying that?
No, I didn't pick who because he's not in the league.
Dude, Nub already dropped him for someone from Falcons, man. Not a
Did
believer.
he already made
for
changes?
XNet, he didn't even pick up checks.
Just to talk about the series, because I do want to talk about the series. I mean, listen, I know you guys are talking about ping and stuff, but I thought OpTic made great plays. I thought they were playing the game great, and
their arrows looked really good. Like what they were doing and how the way they were playing the actual game, it looked great.
I want to highlight Shotzi's play here in the first map because he was putting on a masterclass here in art. Like, he just kept hitting those routes over and over again. Like, he kept getting pushed up here, and he picked up the AR, and he basically just flipped the team by himself. Just constant routes. I saw Ant during the drawing conclusion session, which is a great segment, by the way. Shout out to the CDL for doing that. I actually really like that. But just highlighting, they were fast forwarding like the hills and just showing Shotzi and the plays that he was making. And you just kind of see just the way that he's able to stay alive, be a nuisance, like play his life. Him just being up here and playing his life here, they're just having a hard time dealing with it, man. And Shotzi, he just makes the plays, gets the wipe. Not only do they lock down some time on P3, but he also gets the flip for the squad. In OpTic, they start running away with it. They get all this time here and lock down a pretty fat lead here. So great plays coming in from Shotzi. And then we continue here throughout the map. Second P2. This has nothing to do with ping, right? AG ran right through the fucking middle of the hill. This happens twice. AG runs right through front. He's able to find a big two-piece and clear him out. And I don't know what happened here because it happens on the second rotation again where nobody.
They were spawning out, right? Like they had to they were trying to get to the hill and AG just hit the gap before they could get there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but this at the end of the game, like look at how this happens here at the end of the game because on the second rotation it happens again on the next rotation. AG runs out of wall. Look at how C9's like set up right now. Look at how AG breaks this hill. Like look at what happens here. He just walks through front.
I actually love this route. I love this route. I do it in rank sometimes because like a lot of people when they're watching over this hill, like they don't look at the low pool. The guy in hill is like blind spotted, so sometimes you can actually like just creep up on this guy in hill or get easy attacks on it. So I personally just like the route that he took.
Yeah, I like the route, but don't you think it's too easy, Chris? Like somebody shouldn't be able to just waltz through front, right?
Well, number six is also just going rogue. Like he doesn't need to be this far pushed up on the road.
I don't think this is on 6 at all. I think this is on Dill.
Far away home. Go back.
Dill's 7.
I'm looking at 18 different arrows.
Yeah, Dill's 7. So he just completely gives up the front of the hill.
Fair enough. Like they go to pick up mid, and they just anticipate the pressure coming
Like
around
I
the
think
back.
maybe
and
he's under the
AG just hits a
assumption
gap.
that like Kremp may loses one, so he's going for that trade, or I don't know what. Because the
At the
blind
same-
spot on this setup is cat stairs, like that
well,
whole middle area.
Well,
Probably-
here at the
probably thought
same
they were pushing
time,
it back.
at the same time, it's on both. Like hypothetically, like Mac is also like doing too much. Like he's going and clearing that angle, sure, but he could have just sat in the corner underneath the balconies and watched this entire area without having to overcommit, and he probably would have spotted AG coming out of the pool. You see what I'm saying? So like they're
How did
just
Mac get to that
leaving.
corner, Tom? Can you back up again?
Yeah, I could back it up.
Yeah, so just watch how Mac gets to where he gets to, and like he just like overcommits. He could have just sat in this corner and chilled.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
just,
rewind
like,
it.
watch this entire-
I'm
he
gonna
gets a
rewind all the
kill.
way back. He was pushed out the whole time.
Also,
Oh, he's front two again.
Also, this is another thing. Like some people like are just under the impression that Sib needs to stay down. Bro, Sib, if Mac is putting this much pressure around the front side of the hill, I wouldn't mind if Sib stands up, crouches on the heady, and like he probably has
Chows
an
it.
AR, like and just like looks around. Yeah, he probably gets some free kills or catches people off guard, or like helps Mac to a degree instead of letting Mac fight for his life out front. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like they could have done some things. Yeah, I think Dylan gets a little bit of bad timing, but like you can't. I don't think that's on like as much on Dill as it is on like Sib and Mac.
completely
Really not helping each
disagree
other.
with this. I think if Dill just goes like palm or the left side of the hill, or I guess the right side if you're in front, whatever, I think this is completely fine.
it's the-
Kremp wins
it's
his one in the back. He picks up the blind spot on the front side of the hill, and this is
It's
completely
the same
fine.
conversation we were having with when it came down to Rocker though. We would have criticized them for like the way that like they didn't watch the back had Kremp not won his 1v1 in the back. Like and he's also going to get overwhelmed. As soon as Kremp wins that 1v1, there's another player there that would have went for him, attaches there to help him. Like they just spread themselves way too thin, and Mac was doing too much. Sib wasn't really helping him at all.
Yeah.
Like at the very least, Attach went to help a teammate, while Mac and Sib didn't help each other at all, and that created a blind spot here for Pred.
Well, how is Sib supposed to help Mac from the time?
I think
if
it's-
anything,
dies-
once
if he
his
scans
kill
at a
goes
time,
down,
they're
if
fucked anyway.
anything, Dylan should just rotate back once Kremp gets his kill. Like just turn around here,
Yeah,
just go back to
but
hill.
realistically, all Dante's got to do is watch his close right.
Yeah, everything
Like
else
if Dante's
is covered.
praying now, he's gonna get a kill.
or even
He-
head
he
glitch
could
it
lay
with
down
an
like
AR
offense
and like
or
team
whatever.
shot,
and an
team
off
shot
angle,
over
just watch
Mac.
that close. That's the only opening right here. You have Mac pushed out the left. They're not going to come palms. They're not coming around the back. The only opening is this right here. And with the timing of Dill re-wrapping around the back to help his teammate out, Dante realistically should be looking at that.
It's a combination of both, man. Like at the end of the day, they
Yeah,
spread
either-
themselves
either
way
could-
too thin.
yeah.
Like
Either
it
could've worked.
is what
Yeah.
it is.
I don't think that's on Mac though.
No.
Yeah. Then we move on. We'll move on to the red card S&D here. Got a good retake here from OpTic. Shotzi does such a good job on this map, just like getting lost. I feel like there's so many different lanes and routes that you can take with a sub. You can see how OpTic was able to retake this. And just goes all the way around. He's able to hit a late flank and kill the guy at a top window, which in my opinion is the most important kill here. Because the guy top window can see everything and just get all that info. So once Ant hits that flank and kills that guy, the rest of his team slow play their side and just great plays. And again, Dashi just looking over the bomb carrier from stage by the bomb site. That's what I wanted Miami to do when I wanted them to hop on a bomb and look over.
Say.
So just,
That's what they should have done.
yeah, that's what Miami should have done for sure. But just great plays, great routes from Ant. Then we get into the 1-0 round. OpTic again. It's a 3v3 situation. They're working the A plant down. I don't know what's going on with CLOUD9 here. That they're playing like so passive. Like they're not even looking at anything. They're just holding corners mid map. I mean, both sites are wide open.
What caused them to get into this setup like before this? Like I want to see how OpTic actually advanced to the site because they do have a kill, right? They got a first blood. Like
Yeah,
how did
so,
C9
OpTic-
even react?
OpTic playoff up hedges here. You have Dashi who's kind of just holding the B side, making sure nobody late flanks. A lot of people like the late flank B side. So good play from Boosty to pick it up, make sure nobody hits it. C9 was here, but they end up running out. They end up running away from here. I don't know if it was because of all the confrontations here. Like this guy, Kremp, he was pushed up by himself. Everybody else retreated. Yeah, and then Kremp gets one. Trade comes in, and everybody from C9 just they got out of there. They retreated. They gave up the whole map.
What do you mean everybody?
What?
It's just one player, isn't it? Not just Dylan.
What do you mean? They're
No,
not
but
They're not even looking at
but
anything.
Dylan- They're gonna top window.
But I'm talking about map.
Dylan
They're not
didn't make a bad
reacting to
play.
this pressure.
Yeah, they're not
Mac's still
reacting
sitting
at
in this
all.
corner, bro. They
I mean-
still gonna be on Max Mon.
I mean, brother, Kremp is pushed up. Why leave him there? Like, help him. He got one. All these kills should be traded out. I mean, I would, again, like, I would hold that. Like, you don't want to give him, like, a free 8 plan. Now, look, it's a 3v3, bombs down. They have no idea where the OpTic players are at. They got to go looking around playing these retakes.
They know one guy planted. Well, also that's enough. Hold on, I want to actually. Well, this is something that Miami did well. I love that spot that Metals was in. Like people are going to use that a lot. You see, I don't know if you guys noticed it when we watched him, but he tucks himself in the corner at the top of the tower, and he can essentially always play information on the guy on bomb. Like if he plants,
see it.
let's say Dylan didn't retreat, right? He holds the exit from the front side of the site, and then the guy in the tower should have held the exit on the back side of the site, and that immediately traps a player on bomb.
Yeah,
and they didn't do that, right? They retreated all the way, and then the guy on tower didn't do shit. So, I mean, that's just something they could have done better for sure there.
Yeah,
but they
Shout out
could
to
have
the flank
definitely
on the
reacted,
street
bro.
At 25 seconds.
Yeah, they
You
didn't
understand?
react.
Like, there was no rotation back. Okay, we're giving the comms. They're definitely pushing up on site. Nah, we're going to wait till they plant. And then 20 seconds later, we're going to be sent 2 people in the spawn. At that point, Dashy already gains info on both of them. He's just simply playing his life. You isolate the guy on the other side, GG.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was just way too slow of a reaction right there from Cloud9.
And we get into the next round. It's a Shotzzy fucking field day. This guy says, fuck it, I'll do it myself. He just runs down the left side of the map, slides the corner, finds one. He's so quick that the guy mid-ticket doesn't even turn around, finds another one. And then quickly, within less than 30 seconds, Dylan attaches by himself. And he's getting bombarded here by Tax. Trade comes in. Great round there from Shotzzy as he's able to find a few kills there. Then we hop into the 3-1 round here. And Kenny just goes massive. It's a 2v3 situation. Crazy gunfight win. Sorry about the quality. Let me up it. Whew. Great win here from Kenny as he just jumps down. I don't know how he won this fight. That was insane. Great win
Come
there.
on, boys. We know how.
Yeah, now I know how. Huh? Now I know.
That was
That one you know how. That one.
well,
Just that one.
Great wins from Kenny. He ends up winning 3 more here. He slides the corner, finds another one onto Mac. And then last guy's doing a tattoo stage, but he's kind of screwed here as Kenny slides the corner. Big 3-piece here from Kenny as he's able to continue these rounds. Then we hop into the 4-2 round. We have a good clutch coming in from Big Brucey. 1v2 situation. Sam, you called it when it was in real time. Sam said, this is a clutch. Brucey's clutching it. Just the way everything was going down. Dashy makes such a good heads-up play by not shooting the guy. You can see him. Dashy spots him here. So Dashy jumps over the wall right here. Like, Dashy sees him. He sees Dante sitting there, but he notices that there's a gap. He knows that there's a guy on the bomb, and he makes a good heads-up play. He holds his trigger, makes sure he gets here, gets the guy off the bomb, and then, of course, he knows where the last guy is. This is where Bruce just uses his mechanical skill, dips around, and is able to get the nice, easy 1v2 clutch. So, great plays coming in from Dashy there. Dante probably kicking himself there. Bruce finding timings on the map. And then we get to the last and final round here. The 5-3 round. This is where OpTic is able to close it out. And look at Ant again, just pushing B by himself, just taking these routes. I mean, he's all over the map, and it's so hard to track him. And again, like, teams are gonna have to shut him down here. Like, they're gonna have to try and find ways to, like, pick this up or try and adapt and know that they're playing Shotzzy, and he's gonna try and hit these routes on him. But once he gets behind you, and of course OpTic, while he's taking these routes, they just win all the fights. Shotzzy is able to come in and clean it up. So great plays coming in from OpTic Texas as they go up 2-0 here. Any final thoughts on the S&D, gentlemen?
No.
Theme roll.
Slowly. Then we hop into the control, and this is actually a C9 offense win. C9, they're able to get the kills through front. They work through front. They spawn OpTic back R, and then I like the play here from Dylan Attach. Gets pushed up line a little bit, trying to play spawners. You have one guy on points. Kremp just doing a great job staying alive, stopping the clock, winning fights. And C9 was able to win the offense. But unfortunately for them, it didn't last too long. As we head into the 0-1 round, it was Shotzzy who does it right, gives it right back to him yet again. And it's just Ant just getting pushed up into R. Let me rewind it a little bit so you can see the route that he takes. So look at the mini-map. You got Ant, Shotzzy number 2. He's pushing through the B point, and instead of him sitting on the point, he just hits right through, finds one, slides the corner, finds another one onto Mac. He's got one more player to deal with over here, trying to pick him up in R. Shotzzy already doing the hard point, gets the 2-piece, gets the spawns, or gets the R control, spawns him out deep, finds another gunfight there, and just him staying alive, just him able to just dip and weave, switching up his lanes, switching up his corners. They can't track him. Mac's looking for him. That's another one from Shotzzy. He's on a 4. He's 16-6. They had a really hard time tracking this guy, man. I mean, this guy was... Pat, these were superstar plays, Pat. You know what I mean?
Superstar Bing plays, absolutely.
I mean, I don't know if this is ping.
Cut it out, Pat. Cut it
This
out.
ain't ping, bro. This ain't ping, bro.
I mean, back in the day,
So what
bro,
this guy's
think about
doing.
it. even when you were host, Tom, like if you were running around on host online, you were able to play. You were able to do some crazy shit. Kind of
Well,
look
Pat,
like
dude,
this.
dude,
in the
ping,
hard
ping,
point,
or what?
he stayed alive for 3 minutes of the game for three different hard
this
points.
play was insane. He
I mean,
was
I
shitting.
didn't get a warm
I
up,
could care
Jay. So
less.
like,
It's-
I was gonna
I
say,
hear you, but like,
Yeah.
dog.
Bro, I was
Nah,
gonna say,
he's insane.
regardless of the ping,
after
just
they get
they're not
the
tracking
B
players
point,
like
after they
this
get the B
chalk, bro.
point, he transitions into P4, and now he's spawning him deep from A. Now he's spawning him like art. He's like he's doing such a good job just staying alive. Like C9, they're losing fucking composure here, and he wins another one here.
I think they lost a little bit before this, Tom. They lost.
You think
composure
so?
before this?
I
lost
think they were at
composure 5
negative
minutes before the
composure
series started.
before fucking first map started, bro. Like,
Yeah, I think they were a little pissed off at the refs.
say shots.
checked
Dude,
out for sure.
Shotzi's so good in terms of like
He's
what he
so
does on
good,
the
dude.
map.
He's
There's
so
probably
good.
there's been one team in the entire league that has been able to deal with him like at all, and it's literally FaZe. Like that's like the only team that ever like shuts that kid
what?
down.
Did we watch the same game on
For,
Friday?
consistently.
Snoopy had his way.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm talking about
Wait,
like
did we watch
overall throughout the
same
season.
Game? Because Boston shut
Doug
that shit
Spencer
down.
Martin has Shotzi on
Shut
clamp.
that shit down.
There's been one team for like the Basidio era that's been able to like track
The
this guy,
Boston
and it's
Breach.
one team. It's not
One
the Boston
team.
Breach. It was FaZe.
3v6 situation.
you know,
All right.
come on, and played good in that Boston series too. Wait,
Yeah, he did.
should've-
He
played
shits on-
great.
yeah, he
Yeah,
shit-
like,
Bro,
he-
Ant is
he-
disgusting,
that's
bro.
a
He's
great-
disgusting.
he for the
He's
most
gross.
part, I'm not saying he doesn't play good
disagree
against
with that,
FaZe.
I don't know
I'm
what to
saying
tell you,
like
bro.
for the most part, he shits on pretty much every team bar one, like in his history. Like it's actually kind of impressive. It's impressive.
It's just teams. And we talked about this in the watch. Like teams got to do a better job of understanding how Ant gets lost on the map, do the research, and when he's last alive, identify he's last alive and play responsibly around him. It's obviously very difficult because he's been doing this 11 other fucking teams to your point, but
This was a troll,
let me
by
have
the way.
space and you're good.
This
That
last
was an
round
absolute
was
choke,
a
Tom.
absolute choke from C9.
Wow.
I mean, you guys are talking about ping, but it's 6-3 life advantage to C9 right now. And I don't know what they just all start running. Why are they running?
Yeah,
Where are
no,
they going?
Look at Kremp. Look, he gets one from top gold.
Where they
All
going,
you gotta do
Jay?
is play your life. That's all you
Oh,
gotta
he
do is
just
play
got
your
shit
life
on.
right there.
He just got turned
That's
on.
an absolute rogue.
They're just
Joe.
running
That's
around.
unbelievable.
Brother,
Wait,
they
he did
have
get
3
turned on.
lives.
Round
OpTic
5.
has 3 lives. Just play around B. They can't do shit. Just hold some crossfires. Just play outskirt
Crossfires,
palm
force
tree or
trades,
something.
easy.
Yeah, bro. Like they're letting Shotzi just do what he wants. Him and Dash, he just broke him down. And then OpTic, they get the 3-0, get the 3-0 victory. Yeah, they solidify it. Good plays coming in from OpTic Texas. Any final thoughts, guys, on the series here with OpTic and CLOUD9?
OpTic, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say, OpTic looked way better than it did versus Boston. More in sync today. Search and Destroy was on full display. You had individual plays coming in from shots, but when they need to come back, they came back together and were able to clutch up a couple rounds. They played a lot more like that World Championship team that we saw last year than the mishap versus Boston, I guess you can say.
Mm-hmm.
The opposite side for CLOUD9 though, I ain't gonna lie, we gotta figure something out.
Absolutely. Let's move on, man. Let's move on to the last series of the day. This series was a banger. We have Atlanta FaZe going up against the Los Angeles Thieves. This one goes all the way down to a map 5 where LA Thieves were able to close it out. We'll scroll down. Oh, Jesus fucking model. It's the Atlanta FaZe boys. They're all negative. You don't see that often, folks. You do not. And I think that just goes to show that, LA Thieves, they're a strong team, man. They're a very slay-heavy team. And they were able to just take care of FaZe here in the slaying department. As you can see, Ben, we'll start with you. Got a match MVP, Dylan Envoy. Doesn't surprise me. This guy, Dylan, has been on point this year to start the season. Ben, what did you think about the series?
I mean, Dill had a generational fucking series.
Great series from Dill.
QP. So, I mean, bro, the biggest play at that 10th round, only one on Tyler basically sums it up. Like, anytime they needed a miraculous 1 or 2 piece, like he was there. I think for FaZe, you've lost 3 of 3 S&Ds in these 2 matches. Obviously, you got 5 more left in the split. You split the respawns. S&D wins ships. They got to improve their search.
They're missing Tupac right now. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you saw the Atlanta FaZe tweet?
I'll say this. I'll say this. I think Dries did a lot for their search last year, more so than they're going to say.
I'm just spouting shit.
I want to put a pin in that Tupac narrative real quick, but yeah, the S&D's got to get better.
I just want to say have a good night.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but
You're
I'm
good,
going to
Jay.
go hang out with my wife. I just want to stop back for that segment.
Later, brother.
You guys
All
enjoy
right,
the rest
Jay.
of the show. and
Later,
I'll catch
Jay.
you guys later.
Later,
Later,
brother.
bro.
Later, Jay.
Jay.
Everybody gave it up for Jay, man.
Jay, the fucking, we gotta get him on more. But I think for FaZe, like, you know, they bow back in the series, you got to tip it. But 0-2, they have never started 0-2.
They also trolled.
time.
They trolled that S&D, the second one, like that 5-5. They could have won that. They got a team kill. They got a team kill, but Abe also overextended into the team kill. Like he did not need to fucking fly at the second. We'll get there. You'll see.
We'll get there with the clips. We'll hop straight into it.
Unlock Envoy.
Huh?
I feel like Envoy's been back.
He's back.
This whole team.
I mean, he had a rough year last year. I
think this whole team unlocks each other, bro. Dan is vibing, bro.
They just look the pace,
feet up,
bro. The pace at which this Thieves team play, they are probably the fastest team in the league. Am I crazy in saying that? I feel like watching their arrows, like the way
they are the
plays,
fastest because they're the most together. Like they understand what they want to do. I don't think it's even like stylistically they're playing quickly. I think it's just they're so confident in their game plan that they're not second guessing anything.
Yeah,
so
all their decisions are made
everything's so quick, so decisive that like they're just everything just seems like the game is so fast.
Yeah,
they're bouncing well
off
each other,
sprinting at people.
The flip side, Adam, we'll get into, you know, the comeback and search. The fourth map, and again, it's just a battle always, and you play that way with confidence. Is just understanding then when you need to like close out the last 3 minutes of a map and not overextend. But they'll learn with that with time and situational.
Yeah, just to get into the clips a little bit. So as you can see here, FaZe have good spawns for that P4 hardpoint. We talk about that P4 hardpoint all the time, but they end up throwing away the spawns here, and I kind of want to let it play out to see kind of how it happens. And how the flips were able to come in. I mean, the flips come in pretty early. Thieves do a good job when they get the kills. Pushing up on the map and making sure they get the flips. I just think the biggest thing is once everybody dies, I think Zach just needs to stay alive. I don't know if Zach Chowing is the best play because everybody's spawning out. Like once his teammates spawn out, I mean, I think Zach should just try and play his life because people are going to push him art. So he might just be able to get freebies top art. But
what they did at the beginning of that hill, Tom, is what I've been telling these teams to do all the time. I don't understand. There's a lot of times where teams play this map and this hill specifically, and they try so hard to like push through without getting any kills. While LA Thieves just set up on this, they let Hydra, or was it number 8? You know, they let Ghosty soak, Scrap watches over them, and then 6 and 7 are just camping mid, waiting for somebody because like. Getting that guy off time, especially as a trophy, they either have to wide overextend, which gives Scrappy in that situation like a potential for a free kill, or they have to retake mid to clean him off the hill. So they wait them out because they're just going to sit there and soak. And once they get those kills from waiting them out, then they push forward rather than forcing like and just trying to go without getting any kills.
Yeah.
Like their plan there was to soak as much time as possible and hope FaZe scammed, and FaZe scammed. They just ran at them and died. And then that gave them the opening.
Yeah.
Where have you been telling all these teams? You said you've been telling
when we watched this map and we were talking about this hill, I'm like, dude, why is it that people don't try to like get on this hill and deny time when they're spawning on the unfavorable side? A lot of teams, they try to force the issue and like just keep pushing the flank and like hoping that they get through. That's the wrong way to play it. You force them to make the mistake rather than pushing it, because worst case scenario, even if you don't get through and they don't give you anything, like you're soaking a fuck ton of that time.
Yeah. Then we get into the second P2. I mean, LA Thieves put FaZe in such a blender here. I want to go into the listening because the comments were great and they were on point. So let's just tune in and see how the boys were sounding and how they were able to get the dub here in the first map.
Army, pulse right, in the pool. One lobby. Pull that number, outer. Last guy. Under 3. Nice. Hey, already cat. Sim cat, that's the first one, boys. You have a trophy. You didn't jump out. I need to cat me. I'm double holding. No, same spot. Outer, yeah, double that, I'm dead. Take our timer. No, outer, and the one on the right. I'm already there. I spawned out, one shot. Yo, give me time. 2 in the hill. Outer. Top me. I'm cat. One's outer still. Or T1, or like, or back. Push it through the back. One shot, step on hill. One more on the hill. Weak. Back door. There's 2 on top me. One's outer. They're both there. One's there. Sell there, too. Rip them. They're spawning in the back. Absolute outer. All four back doors. Never mind. I got you. I'm gonna be army. I just killed this first army. First guy BZ. I'm already going towards new. A BZ's the first one. To be here. 8's mid army. You push out ammo. Ammo cell dead. One more. Bobby.
Listen to. God damn it, dude. I love Dan.
Great comments from Dan.
Keep it in your pants, Sam.
On the pillar. Yep. I have it. Alright, on the pillar. One time. Mid doors. Pushing mid. I'm gonna go mid with you, Paco. Bella's mid. Mix on you. One shot close. I'm gonna streak for it. Mid doors. No. Yeah, spawn out. I spawned out. I spawned out. Just live, Scrap. P1. They spawned out. Next to you, then. No. Mid door draws. Mid door telling me. Kill me. I'll come mid door. We gotta block, boys. Make sure we're blocking. Mid sim. Mid sim, go close. Nice, bro. You. He's going line. You. He's going line. Line, puts at you. Let's fuck this, boys. Let's at you, Cell, and you went back to mid. It's Simp. I don't know what he's doing. Nice. They're all white now. All should be white. That's me. Nice. White and mid. They're top white. Top white. Run to mid. They're top white and they spawned front white. One shot. One shot white. One shot front white. I needed him. They're nice. Go. Fly. We're missing one.
He's gonna be the white on top.
Yeah, we should have run it down towards yellow. Hey, behind me. Wait, they spawn out. That's him. Everyone spawn out. Yo, I'm going right. No, give time. I heard your cop. Yo, go white.
All right, gonna pause it there because I can't show more than 2 minutes. It's a very long listening. But one thing I do want to show is FaZe again. They had the good spawns, and they flipped themselves out again. And again, it's just when you're those last players there, like in art, especially with 18 seconds left. Just think you have to stay alive. And you see again, like Draws, he dies, he's challenging art again, and then this guy pushes out, boom, he dies. I mean, with 10 seconds left, why are they challenging? Why not just like play a crossfire or like try and hold?
I don't know what number 1 was looking at because he got shot on the side.
Well, I think he's just wide challenging top. I think he's top art right now. He finds one, he finds two. He made a great play. Draza makes a fantastic play here.
But he's looking towards mid and like he gets shot.
He gets shot from number 8, from Ghosty across the map. He's over.
Get out of that window, bro. If you're gonna chow lie and go to the other one.
Especially once his team spawns out. I mean, I don't know. I feel like FaZe wasn't recognizing how much time was on old and how important it is to just hold these spawns. And again, LA Thieves, they took advantage of it, man. Like they got the kills, they push through, they flip, and they run away with this one.
FaZe was down 423 points. Listen, at the end of the day, bro, like they had Dan Ghosty, human UAV radar, literally just dictating where everyone was gonna be, calling out, reassuring, like counting players, and he's still like soaking hill time, and he's positive. Like these guys all have an actual green light.
Reminds me of somebody else that.
No, it's actually wild. That listening is fucking insane.
That was a great
dude.
listening. That was a really good listening there. Good plays from the LA Thieves. Obviously, first map was.
Who does that remind you of, Sam?
Oh, me, Pat.
Oh, okay.
So, then we hop into the next map. We get the S&D here. Really like the play call here from LA Thieves. Look what they do here in the 3v3. Dan gets the bomb down A, and Scrap and Paco hit underground while the bomb is going down. And I just feel like this right here is so hard to read. Like, I love mid-round plays like this where, like, people are running around together. Like, Dan dies. Obviously, he's by himself on bomb. But I just like Scrap and Paco, like, kind of just playing on their own, like, just hitting these weird routes and making things awkward for FaZe because I feel like FaZe just doesn't know where these guys are at. So just great plays from them. I just really like the play call. You guys like the play call there as well? Hitting the double underground while the bomb's going down? We haven't seen that at all.
I mean, it's just a weird strat. Like, it's just such a fucking, to your point, just such a hard read. And then Paco then hits back top middle, right? He runs top middle and gets the top back.
They split up because they were down a man, so they have the green light to kind of do whatever they want. And I mean, when you give Scrap and Paco the green light to do whatever they want, a lot of the times they'll come out on top, and that's what they did there. So just great plays coming in from Paco and Scrap. Good job from Dan to get the bomb down. Then we get into the 2-2 round. I really like the strat here from Atlanta FaZe. I liked it. I just don't know kind of where it all went wrong. Abizi gets pushed out of P1 early, and they don't even see him here. And then he's able to win a big 1v1 here. And then I guess it's just after the fact. I guess they're trying to play for B here. The only problem is Abizi pushes the back, Simp pushes like towards couches over here, and then they kind of lose their number advantage. What would you like to see there from FaZe after they get that first blood? Or do you not like the strat at all? Do you guys not like them?
Where did Simp die? I just want to see where he died.
Simp dies in couches. See how they reacted. He dies right here by couches, like bottom couches here. Like Tyler gets this kill, he slides to the back door, and then Simp, he tries to make a play couches. Dan ends up shooting, killing him. And then Abizi comes back, he gets traded out, and now what looked like a numbers advantage for FaZe, catching him off guard, turns into a 3v2 for LA Thieves. So.
I think they tried way too hard to like help Abe. Abe was in fucking no man's land. Him getting that one kill, like he's chalk. Like they need to play like to take space on any of the players that are wrapping away or trying to push forward, and instead they all like. It seemed like they all tried to help him after he got that kill, rather than like, okay, just being like, okay, you're probably gonna die, bro. Good luck. Let's go get A bomb down. Let's go. Like they were by the A bomb. They had A bomb control for the most part. No, they could have just planted.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about Atlanta FaZe. They don't know that.
Yeah, FaZe. I mean, wait, where's number 3? Did he hit across cat, or did he? Was he? I mean,
Dan's gonna see them cross though. They're all top, and they. Like Dan's sitting there watching the inside cross, is he not? Falling in the back, right?
Wait, no, he's
watching it.
Yeah, so like the minute they slide across, Dan's gonna see.
Okay, never mind. They double hit couches. This mini map is so hard to read sometimes because of all the icons and like the. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, they double hit this.
I mean, look, this is just an early strat. Like Dak was too out of the play. Like he's got to cross hot tub. Like it it was a good idea. I just think maybe they don't expect Dan to slide across. Chris dies, and then
They
it's just
also
trade.
also sent 3 people down low. Like they had like their entire team down low. I would have liked maybe if they're gonna hit that, maybe somebody play top. That way they can at least help like over the catwalk. Because Draws is down there, Simp and Abe were down there. I don't know if I like that.
I mean, the strat actually like low-key kind of works because nobody. There's 3 guys top. Like nobody expects someone to push out fucking piano.
I mean, it worked for the first blood, but they just had no support. Like, what do you mean? They have. I mean, if they had a guy top cat or top like bed, they could have actually supported them.
I think it works if Tyler can get to Jim. If Tyler can go back to middle and stay alive with
if he went backwards, it might have worked. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one way that would have worked. He gets the kill, comes back into 4v3, and they're just shook.
Fair enough. Enough.
Look at these next 2 rounds as well. Like these just bang out kitchen. They win the trades. Then we get into the 2-4 round, and LA Thieves, they do it right back to them on the defense as well. Just 4 stacking A. They hit right through, not scared to chow. Paco jumps the corner. Ghosty finds another one. 3 dead. Sim's by himself. In 15 seconds, Simp is already by himself in a 1v4 situation. So LA Thieves, not scared to run it down. You can see all smiles there. And then we get into the 4-5 round. Actually, Atlanta FaZe started to mount a little bit of a comeback here. This was actually an interesting play from Dan Ghosty. I didn't know that you can do this. But I guess you can wall bang the stairs all the way back there by P4. So you see Dan on your minimap now, number 8, going all the way to the back of the spawn. Apparently, you can wall bang the bomb from back there.
But you want to see
you can wall bang P4 with a pistol from there, so it makes sense.
You want to hear something even more pathetic? Is Miles makes a comment that he said that apparently it's been there since Alpha. So I don't know if Miles is just bullshit or it's actually true. Like I don't like that everything's so bangable on this fucking map. Bro.
Yeah, I mean that's insane. If
Dan was just YOLOing it, he said he didn't actually know. He just fucking.
Oh, you were just shooting for fun? Dan said I was just shooting for fun.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Nah, that's bullshit. Dan knows something. Nah, Dan's playing dumb, man. He's playing dumb with us. He must know something there. Then we get into the round 11. FaZe do a great job bringing this all the way back, but LA Thieves end up clutching up here.
They scammed this shit.
You think they scammed Chris?
Abe should have not overpeaked. Like he got team killed, but it's because he was tweaking, just overpeaked. Like him getting this one, just tuck yourself in the corner, back or right here. Just don't know why.
I agree. He's one shot. Just give it a second. You got the blood. You did your job. Just hold. Abizi gets a little overzealous there, and he ends up getting taken out. Now we're in a 2v2 situation. You have Simp and Draws going up against Scrap and Ghosty. They do end up getting this bomb down here, but then after they get the bomb down, I'm not really too sure what the setup was from them. FaZe are kind of separated from each other right here. They end up getting together here, but I don't know how they fall. It looks like it was Scrap who jumps up piano and is able to find a blood, and then Draws tries jumping off plat. I like Thieves. They just win the retake, the 2v2 retake. Good retake there. Anything you thought FaZe could have done differently there in the 2v2 situation with bomb down? I mean, I don't really know if we're nitpicking here. It is a 2v2, but nonetheless, good plays from Scrap.
There's four things you have to watch with 2 people on that bomb.
Him jumping up piano was a great play. Once he gets that first
blood. He took the route to be able to get that kill.
Yeah. That was a good play from Scrap. So, LA Thieves close it out. They go up 2-0. Any final thoughts on the S&D, folks?
Restart cheese.
Fuck yourself, Sam.
Also, by the way, I asked because I was talking to Gio, or I don't remember if it was Paul that told me, but apparently, you know that sound bug in Spectator where the person that's spectating, the guy that dies first, is super loud, like he can hear all the footsteps of dead signs. That still works in the CDL build currently. So S&D right now, like when you're it's just kind of like weird because I don't really know how you're supposed to navigate that when somebody on the enemy team or for both sides realistically has fucking super ears and can basically just hear through dead silence. Because I imagine pros are probably trying to win their games. They're probably taking advantage of that when they die. So they probably sound hoard him. Like Dan pretty much like was sound hoard probably above him.
Chris, the sound whoring?
No. If you were the first person to die, I don't know if it's the first person to die on each team or the first person to die in the match. So like only one person could get it, and it could be on either team. I obviously haven't tested it. The pros might know more than I do, but I know that at least one person around is getting fucking super ears and just sound whoring their ass off for their roster.
Talk about a 4-stack from LA Thieves in the first offense. That point goes up so quick when all 4 players are on it. Like, it literally goes by in the blink of an eye. Like, if you can get a 4-stack, you should try and go for a 4-stack every time, in my opinion, because literally FaZe had no play there. Then we get into the 1-2 round. FaZe, they were able to win the offense. It just starts with them winning fights to the front. Last guy's Ghosty. He's trying to make the play here. I think after this all goes down, if you don't have trophies on this hard point or on this point, you got to be real careful. Abizi makes a good play pushing this out, getting the big 2-piece here. Art kind of just pushes him back a little bit. I really like the play here from Abizi because they didn't have trophies, so I don't mind him pushing out there. So Abizi finds a nice 2-piece. They're able to win the offense as well. We go into the overtime round, which is where FaZe were able to get the control reverse sweep here. We tune into the end of the offense here. Obviously, LA Thieves, they're on the offense. They were able to get that 8-point, but again, it's that B point that usually gives people trouble. We'll just kind of watch through the end of this one to see how it all plays through. But LA Thieves a little stagnant. I think they're just trying to hit gaps, like trying to find something here. But FaZe do a good job, again, just not going rogue. I think just holding their lanes and just staying on their side. Like we saw it with CLOUD9, right, in the 3v6. Like they were just running on the defense, just running at them, giving them free lives. FaZe a little bit more disciplined there, are able to win the defense. But any thoughts on the control, guys?
I thought we were getting super duper mega reverse swept, bro.
this
I got scared. I got scared, bro. I was memeing, and then I watched this hit P1 on rewind to end the game, and I said, "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
I mean, well, the thing is, after game 1, I thought this was just going to be instantly over. I was like,
I
oh, they
did too,
blew
to be
game
honest.
2.
Yeah, but this is if you Thieves, I think we all universally agree right now, probably number 1 team in the game, right?
Yeah.
We all agree with that?
Yeah, for sure.
I think the one criticism you can make is to your point, Sam, is just, there's a couple of situations now in this series and last series where you've either gotten lucky that, they stopped the comeback or they almost threw away an advantage. We're going to talk about one in this map. Just got to clean up those situationals. And I think they're on a path to winning Major 1 in my mind right now.
Yeah, let's hop into the rewind hard point. Now, Sam, I wanted to pick your brain here because you had mentioned something during the watch party that you thought Dylan Envoy should have maybe made a play towards the back here when the kills went down.
Yeah, I think he just runs through hill, guarantees the spawn because they get 2
Like
kills
right
really
here.
quick, and then as soon as last 2 are in the back of the spawn here, I think Dill just hard commits to try to kill these guys.
Yeah,
because it ends up leaving his teammates out. Like their FaZe is actually in a favorable spot here, being alive. I think if Dill had just chowed with Scrap and who was it, Hydra, I think that they probably hold here.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. They get the 2 kills initially. Like I feel like the most important thing is the spawns, right? Like just get those 2 guys out of the back and trade those guys out first.
They just bought enough time for this. Even though FaZe spawned out, they bought enough time for them to get back into play. I think if Dill just forced the issue, went for those trades, and then turned, I think it probably plays out a little bit better.
Yeah, it was a good try from LA Thieves there to try and break to the front. It's a very, very hard pill to break, and they probably should have done it. They got the 2 initial kills, but I want to highlight the route here from Dylan Envoy. What a fucking route! So I just kind of want to break down kind of what's going through Dylan's head, or at least what I think is going through Dylan's head. I don't know if he's in the chat or what, but a lot of people here, right? Like Atlanta FaZe, most teams, you're expecting Dylan here after he gets his kill. Like Zach, for instance, as soon as Zach dies, Zach's probably calling out that Dylan's hitting the left side for FaZe, right side for Thieves, right? Like he's pushing through gens and gonna push through semi. But I love the play of him cutting back through mid and collapsing on hill here, because what he does is he finds the gap, shoots the guy on hill, and starts pushing out this spawn like a bull. Finds a big 2-piece there with the help from his teammates. Instantly is able to work the flip here for his squad. So just an insane route.
He's got the third eye for sure. Right there.
Yeah, I just think he just played him. He just broke their ankles. Like he got the kill. He pushed through gen. I think FaZe thought that he was going to try and play for a flip and push through semi. But I have yet to see a sub cut through mid like that and take that route where they just kind of get the guy on hill, hit through mid street. Dylan Envoy knows that once he kills Zach P2, like Dylan knows once he kills Zach here, that somebody from FaZe is going to be rotating back to try and kill him. Like he knows that. That's why Dylan taking this route here, I think it's just a great heads up play from him. I mean, this is insane. And of course, like you look at the scoreboard here too. Like I thought it was once he takes this, they get the P3 time and they're getting the sponsor P4. I was like, oh man, this is not.
How did Thieves get so far pushed up Burger without like all the info? Because Draws, obviously somebody died, but Draws a shelf and then somebody's courtyard. What's the guy in Hill looking at? Because I feel like maybe they could have read pressure a little bit quicker. Because Draws is so late to rotate, he's doing nothing. Like prior to that, when Envoy got the kill.
What's your question, Chris?
How did Dill get down there when Dill killed Draws?
Yeah. Because when Dill go back to when Dill killed or Dill ran through, and I'm looking at the guy. I'm looking at the guys in the hill. Like number 4 is on this dumpster. Number 3 is here. Sure, whatever. They're playing the exits. Number 4 should know there's pressure coming.
No,
then they just don't.
I don't know. He's kind of fucked. Bro.
I mean, I was gonna say. To be fair, they hit it so fast.
It was so fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say they hit it so fast that he probably didn't have much time to react at all. But damn, that was a good play by Thieves.
That was a really good. That was a good
bro.
play
They
from
bull
Envoy,
rushed
bro.
the fuck out of that dude. That's actually insane how fast they just ran him down.
They
Then
just
we go
recognize
to
timing
the,
so much better than anyone else did.
Then we go to the second P4, very hard hill to break, and again, FaZe were able to break it. And I'm not really too sure how. Let's run it back to see how FaZe get their initial couple kills. So Hydra gets a couple kills in the middle of the map. He gets traded out. That's fine, right? He's pushed up on rotation. Somebody's blocking, so he's going rogue. Scrap, he ends up challenging left. He goes down in FaZe. You can see the swarm coming in, right? The 3 through mid street. It looks like that's how they're trying to do it.
Ooh, crazy. What a crazy thing.
What? Going 3 mid street?
Sam's calling back to the beginning of the show, baby.
That shit was ass. The guy in the back just won a 1v1. If the guy in the back does not win a 1v1, it's over.
It happened in the first rotation with
number
LT as
7
well.
gave
Bill
up
just
the
misplayed it.
number 7 gave up the back. Then this guy gets in for free. If this guy's just ISO'd and dies, that shit doesn't matter.
I don't know why, but I feel like Dylan might have got a comm here. Like, yo, they're all mid. Like, they're all street. Like, I feel like he might have got a comm saying, like, yo, they're all hitting mid street. And I think that's why he gave it up. I feel like the comms might have.
I mean, I'm hearing you that tweaked him, but like if number 1 does not get through, that spawn is not blocked, and they spawn right behind the hill again.
Yeah.
Like it comes down to that guy winning a 1v1, Sam.
Yeah, I mean, great break though from FaZe.
Happened in the first rotation.
If FaZe doesn't get this break, dude, this map is chalked. If they don't get this break, like if Thieves run away with this time, it's gonna be looking a little slow. But I like how they 3-hit street, and then one guy kind of late pinched the flank. They kind of pinched him out, and they were able to win some fights and spawn him out. So great break there from FaZe. Maybe a misplay there from LA Thieves, but then we get to the ending of the game, and Jesus Christ, I had a heart attack here. I mean, this was crazy.
Me too, probably for different reasons.
Yeah, so this is what pissed off Sam. Now, 8 and 5 come off spawn here.
Where are we going?
Where are they going? They have to rotate back here. They need to solidify. And FaZe can't win here on P1. They can't win here.
But Thieves can't if they get all the time.
Yeah, but that's a crazy
We're not
risk.
banking
That's
on
a crazy
P1 time
risk,
with
bro.
1
Yeah,
second.
You would hope not.
We're blacking out.
Wait, did Zach spawn there or did he run?
No, he was alive. He was alive.
I
want to see.
Dan said they had CTE in chat.
Yeah, they blacked out bad.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely.
When I saw them both, I saw them spawn there. I said, "Oh my god, this is great!" And then I saw them both run forward. I said, "Oh my god."
Yeah. the flips come in. It's almost like just end of the game jitters. They just blacked the fuck out. I think they blacked out. I actually think they just blacked the fuck out there. Or they thought that maybe all of FaZe was pushing through hill. But personally, rotate back. Somebody get back square here. Like solidify this P2 rotation and win the game. Right? Like if you're
they had to back up. They had to back up and kill draws. Like they had to.
Yeah, 100%. And then obviously you have MC who just starts going rogue. MC makes a really good play.
MC pops fucking MVP to end this game. It actually pissed me off.
He went fucking crazy. MC had a map.
Gets 3.
MC doing
got like
MC
3
things.
or 4 2-pieces on the last couple of hills to just actually will them to the win. Insane.
Yeah, really good job here from FaZe just to get in there. Obviously a misplay from Thieves, but FaZe doing everything they can to just take advantage of the mistakes there. And then you can see kind of how this all goes down. FaZe just locking down these spawns. We can skip through it a little bit. After they lock down the spawns, they pretty much win it here. I mean, they just keep LA Thieves funneled. They're spawning out. Thieves are losing composure. They're just trying to head best front, and they just don't have any time. Atlanta FaZe, they clutch up. Me and Kayson started fucking going crazy. We're going nuts. We're thinking we're winning the series. And sadly,
I'm thinking we're getting ultra super duper. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we're going fucking crazy. Now the FaZe boys are smiling. Now the FaZe boys are all smiling. We're headed to the last map. 3v3 situation here in the last map. We got a Vault S&D. Scrap makes a great play here. I like how Scrap plays on an island here when the bomb goes down. He just plays like a late flank through mid. He's able to find one, shoot Simp in the back, and now MC's got no choice but to try and track back. He gets shot, and again, Ernie just switching up his lanes, switching it up. They can't track him. Ernie with a big 3-piece to start off the round. Great play there from Ernie, playing on an island after the bomb goes down. Once the bomb goes down, man, it kind of, you can make a play. If you're playing on an island, that's your green light to kind of make a play on a late flank and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't have a lot of people do it, but if you have one guy doing it, it could be a really good play. So good plays there from Scrap. Then we get into the next round. Envoy, man. What a fucking play from Envoy. 2v2 situation, Atlanta FaZe have the bomb down.
Bro, look at Abe's face when he loses the one.
When he lost composure?
Yeah, when he loses the 1v1 do.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck? Just to show you guys the final kill cam of what Dylan Envoy did here. I just love the sliding in this game, bro. It's like AW, bro. Like he gets one, Backward slides out. Backward slides again behind the box. It wins the fight. Good movement there from Dylan Envoy. Phenomenal plays as they go up here too. I mean, LA Thieves, they won a few rounds here early. They were running away from it. Then we go into an 0-2 round. Thieves back on the offense. This is just Vault S&D 101, right? On offense, get into A, get the bomb down, right? They get the bomb down super, super quickly. And again, look at Scrap, look at Paco, look at where they are when this bomb goes down. Like they're working late flanks, they're working late pinches, they're making FaZe guess where they are rather than just stacking in sight, playing corners. And this is just really good plays from them. They're all over the map. Ghosty's able to find a blood onto one. Scrap finds another one. Ghosty finds another one. Go ahead, Chris. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say I like how they play this because most of the time, like if you're just a casual, like you're just under the assumption you have to watch this pool area because you expect them to retake it. But Dan just gives it up completely. He knows that if he goes and plays that pool side of the map, he's gonna get ISO'd. And Envoy obviously is not going to help him because he's just sitting in the site. So he just gives it up and he makes it so FaZe have to hunt him down. And he just gets a freebie because he's just camping in some random corner in the back of the map.
Yeah, I really like how Thieves was playing their post plants. They were just doing like random shit, but like it was working because it's hard to read, right? Like instead of playing like so fundamentally sound, like they mix it up a little bit and they make plays. Like they take routes and they make plays. Then we get into the 2-3 round. This was a big round here for FaZe. Big 1v1 here with Hydra and Draws. Zach's going to get the better of Hydra there, able to win the one. FaZe, they're able to bring this back and tie this up at 3. So we had a little bit of a map here. This one turned into a grueler. Obviously, Thieves had a good start, but FaZe, they started the chirp back. We had a good play call here from LA Thieves on defense. Look at how far up the map Scrappy gets here. He's been playing this street all day long. I think after watching the VOD, when you play LA Thieves on this map, you have to watch this street because he keeps doing this. He keeps like late playing this. But it's what he does next. He doesn't just bust through the door and try and make a play. He waits for his teammate to come over and look at him street. You can see number 8, it's Dan coming here with the bomb on a minimap. He's going to look over Ernie to try and get just some information for him, just to let him know what's going on. Dan spots him top art. That's when Ernie makes his move. And yeah, MC, he's looking at it, but Scrappy.
He's waiting for it.
Yeah, Scrappy, he wins the 1v1. Great play there. And then once he wins the 1v1B, where does FaZe think they're going? B. But LA Thieves, they dip through underground. They hit underground tunnel, and here they are. They break ankles, and they go back to that A site. And again, you have Paco roaming mid-map. FaZe have no idea where LA Thieves just went. And they end up just making a good play. I just like the way that Dan and Scrap work street together. And then once they got the blood, they coordinated something quick, decisive, and got to the site. So really, really good plays there from the Thieves on the offense. Any thoughts there, guys?
No.
Shout out Dill for the play call.
Yeah, apparently Dylan did make that play call. Phenomenal play call there. We get into the 3-4 round, and like the play call from FaZe here to get aggro here in the 3-4 round. They actually hit right up Cat. I like how Abeezy plays this. He just gets super aggro, pulls out the knife. He's gonna get pushed up into catwalk here, and you know Abeezy. He's not afraid to chow. He's not afraid to get active. He's gonna find a gap here, put some shots into Dan, slide the corner, take down Dylan Envoy. They find the first blood, and as soon as they find the blood, they group up. Same thing as Thieves, right? Both these teams know what they're doing, man. They group up, they get together, they get that bomb down. And again, you can see MC doing what LA Thieves does, right? Like playing on an island, playing on the pinch, just trying to see if anybody's pinching around, making a play. And if not, I mean, MC, he can make a play now, right? Like if nobody's there, that's a green light for MC to maybe get active over there, but he doesn't really need to. Bombs down, Abeezy with one, Simp with the other. The terror's going crazy. We're all tied up at 4. We had ourselves a match here, gentlemen, but unfortunately for Atlanta FaZe, LA Thieves are able to win the next 2 rounds and close this one out. We're going to the 4-4 round. Just show you guys how this all went down. Quick offense from Thieves here, man. Again, just using those tacks. Every time Atlanta FaZe call a car in, I feel like Thieves are like, just have the green light to just start running, man. I swear, every time a car gets called in, they know that somebody's in a car, so they just go rogue. And it worked for them. They get a good first blow with the nade. Paco finds one slipping. Bomb's already down, 4v2. Dan with the plays, able to find one. Last guy up is MC. The trades come in. Down he goes. And then we get into the last and final round here where Atlanta FaZe go down and LA Thieves were able to clutch it up. You can kind of see 4v4 situation. FaZe try and get the bomb down A. Bomb goes down. How did Paco get here? Let me rewind that real quick. Paco makes a fucking play. Paco, I think he's top cat right now, or he's somewhere around there. He ends up sliding down, and he just catches the timing, catches Zach slipping, able to find the blood. I feel like once Paco gets that first blood, it's chalked. Because now Thieves have the numbers. FaZe start panicking. There's too much to watch. They get out the site. As soon as they give up that...
It's actually not chalked, Tom. Play it out. I'll tell you when to pause.
I mean, I just feel like once they give up the bomb site, Ben, it's hard. Like, this is hard for FaZe. I mean, granted...
They get to a 3v3 here. If Tyler wins this gunfight, I think they actually have a chance.
Yeah, if he wins the fight, maybe.
If Tyler just runs into the bomb site by himself and mid-sprints somebody, like, that's preempting him, yeah, they maybe have a chance.
Well, obviously, but if he wins a gunfight, okay,
if he just wins the most disadvantageous gunfight possible.
But this is his MO, bro. He wins insane gunfights like this, and they would actually have a fucking chance, though. Was it wrong?
You simply can't rely on just winning insane gunfights when you're playing a team like Thieves.
To say it was shocked, it actually legit wasn't shocked, though.
Any final thoughts on the series, guys? Great series, man. What a fucking series, man. I was
if Ben 360 or if Abe 360 spins bots Ghosty right there, like they have a chance.
Pat, what are your thoughts on the series on the day? Let's get you in here, Slay. You've been awfully quiet over there.
My thoughts are Ben, my glorious king, my sweet king Ben, my merciful and gentle ruler Ben.
Now I'm just gonna fight, bro.
And decisive Ben, ruthless yet loving Ben, my beautiful king Ben.
That's all you got, Pat? It's all you fucking got?
Tom, that's what's in the chat right now.
Yeah, they're fucking crazy here, man. They've been spamming copy pastas all day, man. They've been doing this all day.
But that was a good series. I mean, I think it's good that FaZe was able to keep that close, especially after that first map. But I know you guys are saying like these are undoubtedly the top team right now, and I think that's true. But I think it's going to be a lot closer than we think, especially after Thieves like the honeymoon period kind of ends.
Yeah.
I think FaZe will battle back and still be a real tough match for them all year.
Teams don't know Go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna say it's been a good weekend, bro. We actually have a league. Like I feel like for the most part, outside of like C9's little like internet stuff that they're dealing with, and then I guess Vegas being like a new team, we have a good league. These teams all seem pretty damn competitive from what I've watched. And the matches have been fun. Like there's a lot of game fives. I mean, obviously it's just because it's new and teams have yet to feel each other out. But I mean, this has been a fun weekend of God.
It's been a fun weekend. Imagine we were watching this on fucking land, but nope, no quarter-4 event this year. Fucking ripping the pit. We got to wait till Madrid in January.
It's a long weekend, man. 4 matches a day. Long weekend, man. Long days. But I had a lot of fun, man. And I'm excited for these matches as well. Let's get through the predictions here. We got LA Thieves versus LAG. Got the Battle of LA. We have CLOUD9 versus the Minnesota Rocker. We have Miami going up against Boston. And we got OpTic Texas going up against Vancouver, which is going to be a banger. This is on Friday.
Where are the Rocker guys, by the way?
Dallas.
So it's another one of these 9 games until they figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go through the predictions. We'll just run down all 4 of them. I'm going to go Thieves in the first series over LAG. Feel like I don't need to really explain myself there. Thieves just look great. Second series, I'm going to go with Minnesota Rocker. I felt like they've just looked a little bit better than CLOUD9. Granted, the ping issues and stuff, but Rocker have clutched up. So I feel like they're feeling pretty confident right now. So I'm going to go with Rocker there. Miami, Boston, I think is going to be a good matchup. I'm not really too sure what to do with this series, but I'm gonna choose Boston in this one. I'm going to choose Boston. I think they've been looking pretty good, and I like their game right now. I like how they're playing, so I'm going to go with Boston. And then I got OpTic Texas for the last one against Vancouver. They got a big win today. I feel like they're feeling confident, so I'm going to go with OpTic in that one. Slayer, who do you got?
I got Thieves, Rocker, Breach, and I got Vancouver with a Neslo upset.
You got a Neslo upset against OpTic.
Sure, just like the Breach.
Chris?
I got Thieves, Rocker, Miami, and actually, no, I'm going to go with Boston, and I'm going to go with Texas.
All right. Ben?
I mean, all the teams on the left. Thieves, CLOUD9, Miami, OpTic.
What the fuck?
LaRue?
Same as Benjay.
Same as Benjay?
What the fuck?
Unless C9 is doing Fugazi's server shit, then I got Rocker.
Yeah, that's. I'm just assuming that's gonna be a fair match at this point.
All righty, man. Benjay, you know what to do. Channel predictions are coming in. It's time to sink that pot. Benjay, you missed it yesterday and the day before.
I've been poor. Okay, to be fair, yesterday
You're 0-1-1, bro.
I made the pot, and then you guys made me re-putt it, which I think was some fucking bullshit.
You're 0-1-1.
Yeah, also you gotta adjust your camera, Ben. We can't see the whole.
Yeah.
Slowly. There you go, Benjay. Let it sink. Maybe turn the light on in there, though. Jesus. Slowly. Ladies and gentlemen, Benjay, step it up for the pot. We have over 10 million channel points right now on Benjay sinking the pot. Make that 11 million. Make that 12 million. Make that 13 million, 14 million. Wow, Ben, they really think you're sinking this shit. And we got about 5 million people thinking he's not going to make it. We'll see what Benjay can do here. Where the fuck did he go?
I don't know.
Where is he?
Gotta take a walk.
Did he go for a walk before the punt? Ladies and gentlemen, Benjay stepping up to the plate. He's got his slippies on. He's feeling good. Does he sink the putt? Steps up to the green, lines it up, putter in hand. Benjay, can he get it done as he sinks the putt? And he gets everybody
Easy.
their channel points.
Light work.
Light work from Benjay.
First hit.
Yeah,
What a Sunday putter,
it's good to get. It's good to get one on the board, and we'll only be up from here.
He's a Sunday putter, man.
Absolutely.
Sunday putter.
Listen, guys, I really appreciate you guys. Everybody in the chat, everybody watching on YouTube, everybody who tuned into the watch parties. The energy in the streams this weekend for opening weekend was insane, man. You guys are all incredible. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and showing love. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, go to anchor.fm/theflank to check out all the audio sites around and go follow @theflank on Twitter. Gert's doing a phenomenal job running the socials. And then, of course, guys, ZooMaa.gg for the merch. The merch will be taken off the site tomorrow, guys. So if you guys do want merch, get it while you can. I see a lot of people tweeting me in the community, just showing love. A lot of people are getting their merch right now. So, we see y'all. We appreciate all y'all. And we hope you guys are enjoying the merchandise, man. And we'll get some more drops out for you guys as well here in the future. But just thank you guys so much. I love you guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, take care, brush your hair, and we'll see you guys next time on another episode of The Flank, man. Peace out.
Peace.